Taylor Watch.
Welcome from the past. Ooh, spooky.
The ghosts of girlfriends past. Great movie.
Of albums past.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a good movie. Hello, welcome. Happy Thursday. Yeah. This is recorded a week and a half in advance for your listening pleasure, for your little ears.
Yes.
And eyeballs, if watching on YouTube and such. We are doing a Speak Now deep dive.
Speak now.
Hell, don't say. No, yeah. We'll get into it later. But it's the long anticipated Speak Now deep dive.
I'm very excited.
One that we've kicked the can down the road on for, I don't know, 6 months. Like
Literally.
I don't know why, because we both love this album, and I don't know, like, it just seemed like a daunting task for some reason.
It's a daunting task. It's a very beloved album.
Very beloved.
And I also feel like we like to do these deep dives like when there's not much going on, so we don't miss anything to talk about.
Exactly.
So I just feel like every time we're like, oh, maybe we'll do a deep dive on Tuesday, then something happens, and we're like, oh, well, we have to talk about it.
Something happens, and then it's like, you know, we don't always need to be delivering 5-hour shows, which is usually what these end up turning into. So we are pre-recording this in advance because I'm currently fighting for my life on Survivor.
Yep.
And Gia's cheering me on. But currently in this present moment, I've had like this might accidentally turn into a therapy session. Like, I have not had a good like couple of hours and / like evening. I'm in one of those moods where I'm like beating the shit up out of myself for no reason. And I think that Speak Now is going to bring me through it to the other side.
I hope so.
And I'm looking forward to it. But at this present moment, I'm extremely nervous. In addition to like, you know, the self-hate, I am also very nervous for surviving the thing that I'm on right now. So be thinking of me in this exact moment, because I will be struggling regardless.
I think you're going to crush it.
Thank you.
And you are tactical. You're
Ooh,
smart.
Ooh, thanks.
You're good at reading people. You're good at emotionally controlling people. Maybe.
Let's hope. Yeah.
Maybe.
No. Yeah, that's a positive. Yeah, I take that as a compliment. So
no,
yes.
yeah. You have the right traits for this competition, and you're gonna crush it. And I believe in you.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I needed to hear it because I've just
there's a reason why you were asked to come back.
It's true. It's true. It's just, you know, it's been a couple of years. I feel like I gotta knock the dust off. I haven't done a reality show in a couple of years, and I just get, you know, you're like me on this. We're so competitive.
Yeah.
And care so much.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad.
It's really hard to like have fun because it's too busy caring. So, in the meantime, though, this episode will not have any. I don't think we'll have any new Taylor news. Maybe a little.
If something happens, maybe we'll. Yeah, maybe a little draft queens
somewhere. So keep your ears peeled for that if you're listening for that. But we're gonna dive into Speak Now, and I'm personally very, very excited. This is my favorite of like her older albums. Like, I know I always talk about Reputation, whatever, but like Speak Now is for me like
OG
what made
album,
me a Swiftie.
kinda.
Like,
yeah.
Like this album just fucking rocks. You know, like I love it. So let us take us back to a faithful day, October 25th, 2010. The release. She loves a fall release.
I know,
and I love her for that.
October 25th, she announced it on July 20th, 2010, which is funny. She did it on a live stream on Ustream.
I was just looking at that Ustream, and it's now like a company owned by IBM. I guess it was owned by IBM at the time, but like
So I guess was that like OG like YouTube, like
I guess,
OG live streaming?
Like, I have no fucking idea, because that's not how like. At the time, at least, I wasn't a big enough Swiftie where I was looking for announcements and live streams or whatever. Like that wasn't. So I was unaware of these things. 2010, I was also about to be a sophomore in college. So I know, bitch. I know.
That is crazy.
I know. 2009 is when I went to college. Isn't that crazy?
I was 11. So I was like
gross.
6th grade.
Oh my God, that's so gross. Ew.
That's crazy. We're at like two like literally complete different times in our life.
So insane.
That's
October
so funny.
2010.
Yep.
Yeah, I was a fresh 1 month in sophomore in college.
That's crazy.
So it was like, what the fuck? But ew, wow. I like really, really hate that. Like I hate that so much. So yeah. Anyway, I was busy getting drunk and I wasn't watching live streams. Like,
yeah, right.
And so that's what was going on. And also live streams it wasn't really like the thing yet. Like we weren't you know,
like I
that
don't
just
even
wasn't a thing
remember
for
having
me
like
and my friends.
access to my computer like that. Like
I did, but I was never watching live streams and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I watched videos, certainly. Like YouTube existed, or like a version of YouTube, whatever it was, because you could watch all the stupid like internet videos and stuff. And like, you know, Taylor was in her Tumblr shit, and she was very much online.
She had like her own website where she would like
Right.
talk to her fans,
put stuff on and whatever.
Yeah.
And to put in perspective, Taylor at the time would have been the equivalent to like a junior in college, because she's just a year older than me. So it's like around that time, if you're trying to paint like how old was Taylor when this came out? So that was around that time. However, the songs on this album were all written while she was on her Fearless tour.
Yep.
Because she was alone a lot of the time, and so she didn't really have the opportunity to collaborate with people, and she also felt that she had a lot of things left unsaid that she wanted to say, which is where how Speak Now was born, and why it is her, I think, only album still that is all entirely written by her.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Well, I guess when I was going through it, if this was a movie, has a co-writer, but that's the only song.
If we were a movie.
If this was a movie.
What am I singing? Hannah Montana?
If we were a movie is Hannah Montana. But you'd be the right guy.
And I'd be. That's not Taylor though.
No,
right?
that's Hannah. Montana.
Yeah. But there's another Hannah Montana that is Taylor.
That's crazier.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, all written by herself. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I read that she got a lot of like, you know, criticism for Fearless because it won like a bunch of awards. She was so highly regarded for it, but people were kind of giving her shit because like, oh, she didn't write the songs herself, blah, blah, blah. So she kind of took it as like a personal vendetta and was like, I can do this by myself. And it spent 6 weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200 and sold 1 million copies in its first week.
Slay.
Was nominated for Best Country Album at the 2012 Grammy Awards, won Best Country Solo Performance and Best Country Song for her song Mean. Yeah, they released the lead single Mine. Like, it was just a very, very, very popular, highly achieved album.
It was, highly acclaimed.
Acclaimed,
And everyone was excited about it too, because remember, it was kind of on the heels of the VMA's Kanye incident. And there's a song on Speak Now called Innocent. We'll get into that later. That is like, you know, might as well at Kanye West in this song. But something I think is interesting about this album is that it's labeled as a country pop, power pop, and pop rock.
Yeah.
So you know, she won't have another pop album for, you know, 2 more albums. So it is kind of like, because Red isn't really considered pop. Isn't 1989 like the first one that she's like, this is a pop album?
The first one is pop.
Because Red, I think, is country.
Red is country pop. I'm pretty sure it's still called.
So whenever, it kind of surprises me whenever anyone like says that they were like, oh, you know, she was country and she kind of gave up on the country community, because there's a little bit of that floats around when it comes to, you know, there's always a reason to pick her apart. First, it's that she didn't write her songs all by herself, so she said, okay, I'll write the songs all by myself and I'll win a bunch of country awards. And then it's like, okay, well, that song's not really country, and it's like, okay, then I'll do pop. And it's like, well, now you've abandoned country. And so it kind of like, you know, everybody's always pushing the goalpost. But I think it's interesting that anyone ever is like hung up on the I guess the weight of country in these albums, because there were always pop undertones in her music. So just interesting stuff. And also something that I really liked in the description of this, when I was, you know, just like reading through Wikipedia or whatever, that they described the album as confessional songwriting, which I don't think is a phrase I've heard.
I love that.
And I really like it too. Confessional songwriting, and then also that it's full of romantic optimism as well.
Ooh,
which
I like that too.
Which I
Is it though?
didn't get from that. Yeah, I read that and I was like, I thought Speak Now was like, I'm pissed off, I hate you, and I'm famous now, so fuck off. Like,
I feel
that's
like
more
Speak
the vibe
Now
I get.
Yeah, like,
but
a lot of like, this is all the things left unsaid from bad relationships, bad moments, whatever.
Sure. So I don't know, but that's what people are saying. They say romantic optimism, which, you know, is a phrase I do like.
Yeah.
So
I guess there's a few songs on like Mine, Ours. Those have like optimistic views on love, I guess.
And also too, like you know, like a Back to December is very reflective and you know, move forward and hope for better.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
so
true.
I guess maybe a couple of them, but then, you know, my favorites, of course, are all the like bitchy ones.
Fuck you,
which are the best. So we'll get into those.
I also just wanted to shout out, she was doing a lot of like partnerships and stuff for this album for promotion.
Yes.
Starbucks, Sony, Walmart, whatever.
Yep.
And then in 2011, I just want to shout out her perfume Wonderstruck.
Yes,
because that
Elizabeth
was,
Arden, Red
yeah.
Zoa. And for people that know Elizabeth Arden, is like I don't know if Elizabeth Arden's still. Like, I don't know how
I don't even know who
popular
that is.
Elizabeth Arden is. It's like the brand.
Okay,
and so they're the ones that
did
made
Wonderstruck. Okay.
But Elizabeth Arden was like kind of a, I want to say Southern brand, but not really. Like you would have seen Elizabeth Arden,
like a Lily Pulitzer?
No, it was like mom shit. Like,
okay,
it was like I'm trying to think of the equivalent now. Like,
oh,
it'd
like
be for like a woman in her 40s.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Back in 2010.
Yeah.
So for Elizabeth Arden to do this collab was a big deal for them as well, because it was like bringing in a younger audience.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was always like moms wearing Elizabeth Arden, and so. But I think like. Obviously, Wonderstruck, the perfume, did kind of have its moment, and people kind of make jokes about it now.
Yeah.
I do think if like a different company put on the perfume, it would have been as famous as like, you know, Britney Spears Fantasy or like,
the Ariana Grande Cloud.
Right. Like, I just think, you know, whatever. But also at the time, like, it was kind of
I can't even, like,
it was kind of a thing to be a pop girly and then like put
have
a perfume out.
Yeah, totally.
So it was kind of all over the
I
place.
kind of miss that.
I do too. I wish I would do it more.
Yeah.
Ariana's got hers, right?
Yeah,
right now?
she has a perfume.
The Cloud
and,
perfume, like you said.
That one came out a while ago. I don't know if I think she came out with one after that.
There's a more recent one, I thought, right? Maybe it's not Ariana.
Maybe. Oh, you know how
somebody.
Sabrina came out with one, I think.
That's right. Yeah.
I need to get my hands on that.
Yeah, me too. So, right, okay. So let's definitely get our hands on that.
Yeah.
Because I would love to smell. Because all of those celebrity perfumes were so like.
Oh my God, Justin Bieber,
they were the
Believe.
shit. Oh yeah, are you
with
kidding?
the flower top. Oh my God, I was addicted to that. I wish I could smell Wonderstruck, because I had Wonderstruck.
Yeah.
I just can't remember like what it smelled like, but it had like all those.
It had
such a pretty.
Let's look up the description.
The notes
of it, actually. Yeah.
It had such a pretty packaging. It was like purple.
It was really.
With,
it was
like,
very
some
romantic.
charms. Yeah.
Wonderstruck perfume. Yeah, look, it's purple. It's got the gold on top charms. It looks like the Speak Now album.
Yeah.
Basically, you know. Let's see. Oh, you can get it on Amazon.
Oh, really?
Or it's coming up for me on Amazon. Yeah, wow, you can. Let's read the okay. The description is raspberry, dewberry, green tea, freesia, and apple blossom.
Oh, goosh.
Sweet vanilla, along with sun-drenched honeysuckle and white hibiscus. What? This is a lot of things.
That's a lot of things.
Golden amber, musk, sandalwood, and peach. No, this can't be right. No, it is. It is. Golden amber, musk, sandalwood, and peach. Product packaging may vary. Well, maybe there are different kinds of Wonderstruck.
Huh.
Anyway, a charming and sparkling surprise of vibrant fruits kissed by a bouquet of soft petals and a touch of sweet indulgence. A flawless beauty of freesia, apple blossoms, and raspberry spark. A swirl of vibrancy and feminine allure.
Wow, what a description.
Right? Oh my God, and there it is.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It is really cute.
We should order and sniff it.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's like a black market version.
It's a see all buying options.
Like where?
Oh my God, I could buy it.
How much is it? $200?
I could buy it new, free delivery between September 23rd and 25th for $499 on Amazon right now.
Lordy.
$400.
It must be like a collector's item now, I guess.
It must be.
Yeah.
It's shipped from Premier Allure. No idea what that is. All right. Well, one of these days we'll get our hands on Wonderstruck and we'll
spray
smell
it once and you just pass down and die.
Yeah, right. It's like they pulled it out of the vault with the rest of her tracks.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
It's so
it's
insane.
like the last bottle left.
Yeah, for real. So anyway, shout out to Wonderstruck for sure.
Yeah. Should we jump into?
Or wait, yes, but wait. I feel like I had one more. Something. We have to put a little feather into Scott Borchetta's cap. Unfortunately, he did one thing right, which is he convinced Taylor to name this album "Speak Now" and not "Enchanted," which is what she originally wanted to name it.
He said, I have it on my thing. He said, Scott Borchetta said, we were at lunch and she had played me a bunch of new songs. I looked at her and I'm like, Taylor, this record isn't about fairy tales in high school anymore. That's not where you're at. I don't think the record should be called Enchanted.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
And he's smart for that. And I think the album, and as we go down the list of songs, I'll kind of point out how I feel about these two different sides of it, and I'm sure you'll agree, is that I feel like some of these songs are a little like they could have fallen off on Fearless, like maybe.
Yeah.
And then others are like so clearly a departure from. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're kind of jumping into that realm and growing up a little bit.
It's
and
kind of from young to not tracklist wise, but it feels like it's young to old.
It goes
vibe.
back and forth. Like
Yeah.
it's you feel like you are in the middle of this like
transition
and age and everything like when you're listening to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scott, he got that right.
One more interesting thing.
Ooh.
The lead single was Mine, which
Yeah.
I thought was kind of interesting just
I
because
agree.
out of all the songs, the single peaked at number 3, and the album included 6 singles, Mine and Back to December, which both made the top 10
Yep.
of the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, and then Sparks, Fly, and Ours, which were number 1 on the U.S. Hot Country Songs chart. So she was going all over the place here.
She was all over. But it's so funny that like all of those songs are kind of the songs I'm talking about that like could have fallen off Fearless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the those are not the best songs in my opinion. Like I think that some of the or writing wise, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're good, but they're like, you know, they're their own thing. But
Yeah.
okay.
All right, let's jump into
Let's jump
it.
into the
with
list.
The first song.
Listy. The first song is Mine.
This
You
love is.
remember
Oh, that's
we
mine.
were
I always
sitting
fucking
there by
confuse
the
mine
water.
and ours.
No, it's so. But there's
Saw me start to believe for the first time. You made a rebel of a careless man's careful daughter. You are the best thing that's ever been mine. So
great
cute.
song.
Really cute song. The song's rumored to be about the late Glee actor Corey Monteith.
Right.
The hidden message for the track is Toby, which is in reference to her music video co-star Toby Hemingway. The pair never had a romantic relationship, and she stated that she picked him after spotting him wearing her lucky number 13 on a T-shirt in his movie The Covenant.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know what Toby's deal is, but
I don't know anything about Toby.
yeah,
And I don't think I care to.
Yeah.
I think it's just he's in the music video and and involved in the song a little bit. That's so interesting. The Corey Monteith thing. I remember I forgot all about that.
yeah, they were together for a little bit.
Yeah, for a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And you know he passed away years later.
Yeah.
When did he die? I think I was in college still. I remember my mom freaking out.
I want to say like maybe like 2014 or like 2015.
Let's see.
Because it was like peak Glee.
Monty, yeah, it was. It was. I mean, it was awful. It was terrible.
Oh,
he died
awful.
in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. July 13th, 2013.
Wow, that's
That's
weird.
Creepy.
Interesting.
All the Glee stuff
It's
creeps me
so
out, to be honest.
sad,
It's so sad, but it is like it's so ominous, and the fact that so many of those poor people have passed away for one tragedy to the next, like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that is interesting. But that also in itself kind of shows that this album's a little bit of a time capsule. Like, you know, who's writing songs about Corey Monteith? you
Yeah.
know?
He was so cute.
He was so
like,
cute.
oh
No,
my
he
God.
was the apple of every girl's eye. Especially
Yeah.
if you were a Glee fan, like you love.
Yeah.
I was not a Glee fan, but I could
Really?
recognize. No, I wasn't.
That's
Isn't that
shocking,
shocking?
yeah.
I know. I watched it
I
all
loved Glee.
later in life. Like I
Okay,
watched
yeah.
it. Like I think during COVID, I watched all of Glee, and it was fun and cute and
Yeah.
fine or whatever. It was just a little over the top.
Yeah.
But I think too, like sometimes hype will surround something and I'll not like it just because everybody likes it, which I
get
think is
that.
an annoying thing to
Yeah.
be like. But the hype for Glee was too much, and I was like, fuck this show. Similar to Harry Potter. I've told this story a million times. I thought that about Harry Potter, and you know. Anyway, so
She said in an interview with Yahoo News, this is a situation where a guy that I just barely knew put his arm around me by the water, and I saw the entire relationship flash before my eyes, almost like a weird science fiction movie. After I wrote the song, things sort of fell apart, as things often do, and I had to talk to him in a couple months, and the song came out, and that day I got an email from him, and I was like, yes, because that was sort
She's
of
so
a
crazy.
half confession, half prediction or projection of what I saw. And she also said, lately I've had this bad habit of running away from love, kind of getting to the place where it's about to commit and then you just like run in the opposite direction. Mine is about the idea that I could find someone who would be the exception to that, someone who would be so sturdy and so much of a sure thing that I wouldn't run from it.
I
Just
love
cute.
that.
Yeah.
That is super cute. And I think so the video is I'm trying to think of like she has a lot of videos that like tell stories or whatever, but I feel like this one is the first one we see her like growing up and like she's holding a baby and she's like it's like a little more like acting than just like her in high school or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it kind of like the flash forward and we're taking on the world together and there's a drawer in my things at your place. Like
You
that
learn my
secrets and figure out why I'm guarded. You say I'll never make my parents' mistakes. Bow, bow. And
But we got bills to pay! So good.
we got bills to pay. Like
no,
that
you
that
don't.
singing that no we don't.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me literally, 2010, like
Yeah.
driving the car. Oh, we got bills to pay. Like I had no bills to pay. My dad was putting money on my debit card still. Like no way.
Like all these quotes and stuff I
you
can
were in
just
6th grade.
Yeah.
We got bills to pay.
And like Taylor was so young too. Like reading those quotes, I can picture like baby Tay like saying yes, like when she gets that email, it's so cute.
But that is too. And another thing she said about this album is that it was a lot of things that had been left unsaid, and she had hoped that the messages would get to the people that they were about. And she obviously doesn't specifically with the exception of Dear John, we'll get there, but like she doesn't specifically call out these people, but she did hope that they would hear it and like know, like, this song's about you, and move forward accordingly. But I love the left a small town, never look back. Like this whole thing is very much storytelling, one of her most storytelling songs, I feel. And but it's funny to think, like, imagine if this were her life, where she like just kind of lived in a small town, and then like met this guy, moved in, and then they got bills to pay, and then they got a kid, and they got a weird relationship with their parents. And
I know,
like,
it is
it's kind of funny,
cute yet a little sad,
for sure. Yeah,
how she like pictures her life at this age. Like she very much pictures like a small family,
like a more traditional life.
Traditional life. Yeah, and obviously that's not exactly the case now, and she can still have those things for sure.
Yeah,
but it is interesting to kind of reflect on like how, I don't want to say naive, but like you have certain expectations in your life, and this is just the definition of like things change.
Absolutely.
And you never know what's going to happen, and like you can have these
naive is okay.
Yeah, like you can have these expectations, but you can't bet that that's going to be the way things work out, because life is so unpredictable. I feel like. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so on to the next song.
On to the next.
Drop everything now. Meet me in the pouring rain. Kiss me on the sidewalk. Take away the pain. 'Cause I see sparks fly whenever you smile. So good.
With those
Green eyes, baby, as the lights go down. Something that'll haunt me when you're not around. I honestly think Sparks Fly is like one of her best songs.
It's so good.
So good.
And this is a song that gets stuck in my head like nobody's fucking business.
Yes.
Like if you you can, some of her songs, a lot of songs, but Taylor specifically, like you'll say one word and it kind of throws you right into the song, and that this song is like that for me. Like Drop Everything Now. When I hear Drop Everything, it's like meet me in the pouring. Like I can't help it. It's just immediate.
It's so good.
So good.
So the song became the 5th single from the album on July 18th, 2011.
Sly.
It was written.
That's me driving in the car in the summertime.
I was 12 at this point.
Yep.
Maybe I.
No, I was 12.
Yeah, maybe I.
That's so
had
crazy.
Like my first kiss at this point. Maybe.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think July 18th, summer. Going into 8th grade, I'd say I had my first kiss at this point.
For sure.
Taylor was 16 when she wrote this song, and this is kind of a callback. I don't know if you guys remember, but Fearless, I forget what song, but I think Superstar was rumored to be about Jake Owen.
Oh, yes.
Country music star.
Which would have been scandalous.
I know.
He's a little bit older.
He's older, yep. And so Sparks Fly was written after playing with her crush Jake Owen in a bar in Portland, Oregon. Due to the demand from fans after a performance of the song was uploaded to YouTube, Taylor decided to rework it and put it on Speak Now. The hints that the track is about Jake are more noticeable in her original lyrics. So I looked up the OG lyrics for Speak Now, and like one of the lines can't really.
I didn't think I knew that there were original lyrics.
Yeah, me neither. They were on Genius, so hopefully they're accurate. Genius is usually accurate.
Yeah, they wouldn't lie.
But one of the lyric changes that I noticed that really was like, oh, this is about Jake Owen, is the way you move is like a full-on rainstorm, and I'm a house of cards. You say my name for the first time, baby, and I fall in love in an empty bar.
Ooh, chills.
Yeah, so good. And
I like the lyric change though.
The booklet, the hidden lyric booklet fact is Portland, Oregon.
Got it. Wow.
Yeah,
so she really just laying
was
it all
really
out there.
crushing on Jake Owen,
Really,
which is so cute because
by the way,
was
he's
so cute.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What time did that?
I loved Jake
What
Owen.
time did like Barefoot Blue Jean Night?
Yeah, that has to be 2011,
never gonna
right?
Grow up. Whoa.
Never gonna slow down. We were caught up in the sun in the dark in the middle of a rock show. Whoa. Yeah, that song was a banger.
2011 it did.
Yeah, okay, so that makes
2011. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because that song that was an awesome song.
Yeah.
And also, fun fact, I think that song, it's that song. My friend's sister is the girl in the music video.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that hilarious?
That is funny.
She's the blonde in the music. Maybe she's Taylor Swift. I gotta ask her.
Yeah, ask her if
I'll
she has
ask
any
her
tea.
later. Yeah, that's hilarious.
But
yeah.
She
Good
said,
song.
the song Sparks Fly is about falling for someone that you maybe shouldn't fall for, but you can't stop yourself because there's such a connection, there's such chemistry. This is a song that I wrote a few years ago and had been working on it ever since in the last 2 years and just honing in on little lyrics and changing them. So it's really been awesome to see it change over the years. She wrote on her website.
Obsessed. He does have green eyes too. I'm just realizing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wait, what? The one of the lines you just read, the
The way you move is like a full-on rainstorm.
and I'm a house of cards. I like the real one.
You're kinda reckless that you send me running, but I kinda know that I won't get far. Yeah.
I like what it became.
Yeah, me too. But I really
You're the
do
kind of
like
system you're
you
on-
say my name for the first time, baby, and I fall in love in an empty bar.
Yeah, that is
like I
good
kind of
too,
like that
actually.
too. But
That
I
is
like the
good.
kind of reckless that should send me running.
Yeah. I like the word reckless, I think. And I think that I wonder how often she uses reckless, but I do feel like it's more than once. And I kind of
reckless. I think she says that in sad, beautiful, tragic, like reckless.
yeah.
I don't know, something
I
on
wanna
red.
say
kind-
it's I want to say there's
This-
more even more
or it's
recent
like
one.
State of Grace, like something about like this love is this love is reckless.
So true,
And
so true.
I
like it.
Yeah, through
She definitely
headlights.
treacherous.
Treacherous is what I'm thinking of. Treacherous is what I'm
treacherous,
thinking of. Yeah.
I forgot we were looking for the title of the song.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
funny.
was singing the song.
Yeah,
Treacherous.
okay, yeah.
But I do feel like there's like a more new song that she says reckless in.
Maybe.
Like maybe even
Maybe
new
is
album.
it
Or Folklore Evermore.
Screaming but daddy I love it's like reckless. I don't know.
Baby.
Doesn't that kind of seem like it would have that word in it?
Yeah, it does. I'm racking my brains.
Let me look up like
Yeah,
Taylor
let's see, Taylor's-
Swift reckless. Oh, blank space also has reckless.
So it's gonna be
Yeah.
yes. Oh my god. Tell me that's over.
She said, "Nice to meet you." La, la, la.
Cause we're young and we're reckless.
Yeah,
Whoa,
duh.
ooh. Yeah. Hell yeah.
What fate do
Way too far.
Yeah, so
It'll
there's a
leave
lot
you
of reckless
breathless.
usage.
Or with an I
Next
love
is
it. Fabulous. I like that that there's the Jake Owen of this song.
Yeah, the Jake
I think
Owen of
that's
it all.
Really, that like makes me love it so
Yeah,
much more.
it's
And the
cute.
fact that Barefoot Blue Jean and I came out that same year, like later that year.
I know.
It's so funny.
Wait, so how?
It's amazing.
So in 2011, Taylor was.
She would have been
Go-
let's see. 2011, she would have been 21-ish.
Okay. And then
21,
Jake
almost
Owen's
22
43
maybe.
now. So
And that
he
was
would have
what?
been 2011.
15 years ago.
Yeah. So
So he would have been like 30.
yeah. So pretty
Ish.
big age
Yeah, that
gap.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Big age gap. She loves an
But I
older
mean,
man.
yeah.
She loves an older man. But listen, I think when you're in that situation as like you're famous, you're obviously wise beyond your years. I'm sure she's heard that her entire life.
Yeah.
She's clearly a smart, intellectual person and always has been. I think that like you seek out these older guys, even if it's only like 10 years, whatever the difference is, because they've kind of moved past that like juvenile like bullshit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like nothing's worse than like a 22-year-old guy. Like, that's the worst.
Yeah, facts.
The worst. So I don't blame her for seeing hottie hot 30-year-old Jake Owen.
Oh my God, are you serious? I'd be
like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm not hanging out with like Drew anymore.
yeah, hell no.
Drew can kick rocks.
Yeah, that's
So
funny as fuck.
Corey Monteith even like he was he was young at that
Yeah,
time
he's
too.
like a baby. Yeah.
So yeah, but I like it. The song is fantastic.
Imagine and like they're singing
banger.
like with her crotch, like
Ooh,
singing
like
with
sexy
him and
singing.
yeah, ooh, love.
Oh,
Cute.
forget it. I could never do that. Like I could never be like, if you told me tomorrow, like, hey Kelly, you're a pop star now, go sing like an acoustic set, on a stage with like hottie hot that you like have a crush on, I'd be like drooling on the stage. Like I would have no chill.
I just wouldn't be able to make eye contact. I'd
No,
be
me
like,
neither.
la, la, la.
No, for real. It would be like in Bring It On where Torrance has a crush on
yeah, the
what's
older
his face,
the
the brother.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
And the girls are like, you're having cheer sex with him. Like that would be literally me. It'd be like song sex,
Yeah, that's funny.
Too much.
Okay. On to
What's
the
next?
next song, Back to December.
Back to
Very
December.
infamous song.
Enter Taylor Lautner.
Enter the flip master himself.
Mr. Flippity Flip.
Mr. Flippity Flip Flop.
Come on down, Flippity Flip.
Come on, do a flip
Come
down the
on,
stage, Tay Tay. Became the second single from the
So
album
funny.
on November 5th, 2010.
Mm.
Back to December is a song that addresses a first for me. She wrote, this is her telling Comcast, actually, funnily enough. Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, the press junket that she did at the
It's
time.
always like Yahoo News,
So
Comcast,
random.
MTV.
They were the hottest at the time, though. Yahoo News was the number one source.
Yeah. Addresses a first for me that I've never apologized to someone in a song before. This is about a person who was incredible to me, just perfect in a relationship, and I was really careless with him. So this is a song full of words that I would say to him that he deserves to hear. The hidden lyric fact is the word Tay.
Oh,
so
right.
It's
Lautner.
just very points to Taylor Lautner, and Taylor also, of course, Lautner went on to confirm that it was about him when he was promoting his show Scream Queens. And it was the first to feature orchestral arrangements. The second being
and thank God
Haunted.
for that.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. We love an orchestral arrangement.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Oh, yeah, because the strings and everything in the background. This song, I think, is a song that when you hear it at first, if you haven't been through something like this, where you've been in a relationship where you've been the problem,
Yeah.
or you were the one that kind of did something wrong or left someone high and dry
Yeah.
or whatever, it doesn't really hit as hard until you've experienced that. And everyone experiences it. Everyone goes through something in a time where someone was way more in love with you than you were with
Yeah.
them, and you don't know what you got till it's gone, kind of vibes.
Yeah.
But I remember when the song came out, like it hit and it was good or whatever, but not till years later when I had really like broken someone's heart did I then go back and listen to the song, and I was like, damn, wow. The lines of like, been good, busier than ever, small talk, work in the weather, your guard is up, and I know why. Like that's like, oh my God, like, too real, you know?
I know. This song always reminds me of my freshman year of high school boyfriend.
Oh, of course.
Because he was like the cutest, nicest guy,
Yeah.
whatever. And I
They
broke
always
up
are.
with him. And I would like, oh my
For
God.
some
just
like
blast
douchebag
it.
bad boy, I'm sure. Not even bad boy, but like
no,
some guy, some
literally
like funny
just 'cause
guy.
I was like, oh, he's just like so nice. Like I'm like bored.
Yeah,
like I want to
always.
like have and
Poor
and
nice guys.
he had tan skin, so I'd always be like, I miss your tan skin, your sweet smile. Literally
so good
sobbing
to
in my
me,
room.
So right.
And how you held me in your arms that September night. First time you ever saw me cry. Maybe this is wishful thinking. Probably mindless thinking. But if God is up and I'll go back in time and change it.
But I
So that
can't.
line, how you held me in your arms, is it September or December?
It's September, and
Yeah,
I
September.
almost said September, and then I thought it can't be September. We're singing back to December, and then it was September.
But,
That's September night.
So apparently that's supposed to be like a little bit of a reference because Taylor Lautner was on stage with Taylor Swift when Kanye interrupted her, and that was in September.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that's
yes.
that's what people think that's referencing. And also
Fabulous.
it was, I don't know, this didn't have any like links or anything, any references to this fact, so I don't know if this is true or not, but it said it was notably written on a napkin in an airplane bathroom.
Oh yeah,
And I
forgot
feel like
about
I
that fact.
remember hearing that.
I feel like I remember hearing that too, and
But-
thinking like, "Excuse me, what?" The lines that we forgot about when we fell off right there. It was, "But if we loved again,
I
if
swear
we
I'd
loved
love you
again,
right.
swear I'd
love you right. I'd go back in time and change it, but I can't. So the chain is on your door. I understand."
Love
Banger.
it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Swallowing my pride.
So
standing in
good
front
for
of you, saying,
Tay
"I'm sorry for that
Lautner,
night."
like
Good
the
for
one
Tay Lautner.
person to kind of be
Mark
like,
safe.
Mark safe, like
Mark safe. Just a lyrically great song, and I think too that a lot of people. I wish more people knew about this. Like people know about this song,
Yeah.
but I wish more like the general public knew about this song because I do feel that she gets this rap of like I'm a victim, I'm a victim. It's like hello, clearly she knows when she's doing when she's like done something wrong.
Yeah.
So can we all acknowledge that she is a versatile queen?
yeah,
she could do
she's
both.
pretty self-aware,
She's
like
pretty self-aware, people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the
Slay.
next song, the title track, Speak Now.
Don't say yes,
Run away now. I'll meet you when you're out of the church at the back door. Honestly, probably
Don't
one of my
wait
least
and say
favorite
a
songs
single
on this
vow.
album.
I sometimes I confuse. I'm trying to think what I confuse Speak Now with, but sometimes I'll be like singing a different song and I'll like go into Speak Now. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's I remember that fight 2:30 a.m. Everything was slipping right out of
Is that
my
mine?
hands. I don't know.
You
was
follow
falling
me
down into the stream.
Please for myself for goodbye, 'cause all I ever know. You took me by surprise. Instead I never
leave you. You remember we were sitting.
Oh, yeah.
there. Is that art? But am I
No.
now? And I'll never leave you alone. Is that also Speak Now?
Wait,
I
I'm so
remember that fight
confused.
2:30 a.m. Why? But that's the song I can.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine.
It
it's
is mine. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And then I go
so maybe
back
mine
in
and
time
Speak
and
Now
change
you
it,
get.
but I can't. Yeah, a lot of these songs on Speak Now
A lot
I
of
combine.
them kind of have like similar-esque vibes and feel
For
in a
sure.
way.
For sure. But
Speak,
anyway, back to Speak Now.
Yeah. Speak Now is rumored to be about Hayley Williams of Paramore, who had to attend the wedding of her ex-boyfriend and ex-bandmate Josh Farrow in April of 2010.
Oof.
Taylor said to Comcast, "This song was inspired by one of my friends who was telling me about her childhood sweetheart, crush. They were kind of together and then went their separate ways. It was kind of understood that they were going to get back together. Then one day she comes in and tells me he's getting married. He met this girl who was just this mean person, made him completely stop talking to all of his friends, cut off his family, had him like so completely isolated.
Ooh.
And I kind of just randomly was like, so you gonna speak now? She was like, what do you mean? And I was like, so, you know, like storm the church, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Obsessed.
I'll go with you. I'll play guitar. It would be great. She was just kind of laughing, and later on I was wrapping my mind around the idea of how tragic it would be if someone you loved was marrying somebody else. Later, I had a dream about one of my ex-boyfriends getting married, and all just came together that I needed to write this song about interrupting a wedding. For me, I like to think that it's a good versus evil, and this girl is so completely painted as the evil one, so this is Speak Now.
I'm sad that that you said it's one of your least faves, only because I think that it's one of the songs that gives me chills the most for some reason. And
Yeah, the
it just
bridge is
paints
like,
such a
there's
good
silence,
picture.
there's a last chance.
I stand up with shaking hands, all eyes on me. Horrified looks from everyone in the room, but I'm only looking at you.
Yeah, like
Oh
that
my
does
God.
really paint
Like,
a really, really
even at the,
picture.
I am not the kind of girl.
Yeah, I
who
like
should be rudely
wearing a
bulging
gown shaped like a pastry. Yeah, it's
like
very funny.
It's so I guess the tone of it is very like bitchy sarcastic.
Yeah,
and I
totally.
love a bitchy sarcastic song,
Yeah.
obviously. So but also too, I just think it paints such a good picture, and I didn't know that it was a Hayley Williams story, which makes so much sense for her to be on the album later. For her to be on the album later in a surprise song.
Yeah.
But I love that fact, and I also love how it's like, because it paints this picture of like barging in, it's a very like romantic thing. It's a very movie thing to do. Like that doesn't happen in real life. You know what I mean? It happens in movies. So I like the thought that she was around being like, I'll grab a guitar, I'll get out here, I'll do this. Like, let's, speak now. Like, this, speak now or forever hold your peace. Like, that's when you hear that phrase, speak now, that's what you think. Like, you better say it before it's too late.
Yeah, exactly. The hidden lyric fact is you always regret what you don't say. And she also said on her Thanksgiving NBC special, real life is a funny thing, in real life saying the right thing at the right moment is beyond crucial. So crucial, in fact, that most of us start to hesitate for fear of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. I think you deserve to look back on your life without this chorus of resounding voices saying, I could have, but it's too late now. So there's a time for silence and there's a time for waiting your turn. But if you know how you feel and you so clearly know you need to say it, I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now.
Wow.
Which is cute.
And that, let's all take that inspiration and go
Yeah,
forward
seriously.
with it. Because there's a lot of times where I know I should have been speaking now and I was not.
Yeah,
And now it's
especially
like,
when it
we're
comes to
we're
like
rubbing.
feelings and stuff. I feel like I
Absolutely.
always like have such an issue with like
Same.
saying how I feel in the moment, and then like I hold it in, and then like 2 months later I'm like, well, blah blah blah.
The fear, I think, in that is like, it's rejection or feelings not reciprocated. But sometimes it's like you can just get your feelings off your chest and you don't have to expect anything in return.
Yeah.
You can
And
just say those
honestly,
feelings.
like sometimes getting rejected makes things easier than like just constantly
wondering
pining.
what if.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nothing's worse than a what if.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
But yeah, just great songs, great lyrics. I would say I like the seems that I was uninvited by your lovely bride to be, like
Yeah.
all those sing-songy parts, like gown shaped like a pastry.
Yeah.
Uninvited by your bride, like to be like just the tone of this song. I really like.
I really like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great song.
Speak now
So-
or forever hold
Your peace.
There's a
Yeah,
silence,
that
there's
bridge
no
is
last
so
chance.
good
I
at
stand
like
up with
kind of
shaking hands.
like it's like yep.
Yeah. It's
You know?
it gives you that sense
Yeah,
of
like,
anxiety of standing up,
building
and,
up.
like, right
Yeah,
in that
plateau.
moment,
Yeah.
I stand up with shaking hands. I'm standing
Yeah,
up with shaking
yeah.
ups, and all eyes on me.
Yeah.
Horrified looks from everyone in the room. Like you just freak out.
Yeah,
Oh,
cute.
I've had chills this whole
I
time.
know,
I
same.
love this album.
This album's
so
so
much.
good.
gonna
Okay,
make me cry.
next
Okay.
song, probably one of the most infamous songs off Speak Now, Dear John. And you know, I was listening to Dear John the other day, and I knew that people always said, oh, you know, the guitar in the instrumental, to the background instrumentals is like very much a John Mayer technique. Like
Absolutely.
it says, sonically, Taylor purposefully added guitar slurring, is what it's called, to the background instrumentals, a guitar playing technique seen throughout Mayer's music. And I guess I kind of had that fact in the back of my head, but I kind of forgot. And I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
It really does sound
It's
just like a John Mayer song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's that.
Or just the guitar part sounds like
yes,
exactly.
It's that right slurring. It's they kind of drag the note through, and I would say, you know, people have done that, you know, throughout the years. It's not a new concept, but because so many of John Mayer's songs have that technique, or he kind of works it in different ways and different sounds, that it's kind of synonymous with him at this point. So whenever you hear it, like in this Taylor song, or another good example is whatever song that Shawn Mendes performed at the VMAs had at the beginning of the song had that exact kind of thing, and I literally thought it was John Mayer about to come out. Like it's just John Mayer has made that song or made that style so his own that I think that's, besides his name literally being in the song, that's the most blatant call out to me of, like, that she could have done.
Totally.
You know? Like for those who pay attention to those things. Yeah.
It says, song is about John Mayer. Swift dated from 2009 to February 2010, so they only dated for 2 months.
Yeah, a couple months. But listen, what does Sabrina say? Does Sabrina say that?
The situationship.
Yeah, the situationships fuck you up more. Can sometimes fuck you up more than anything else.
And fucking John Mayer. In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine from 2012, Mayer said of the song, "I'm pretty good at taking accountability now, and I never did anything to deserve that. It was a really lousy thing for her to do."
Shut up, John.
And
shut
she
up.
someone asked her in an interview like what she thought of what he said, and she was like, I didn't even read it because like I could assume it was like something that I didn't want to see, so like I just removed myself from that.
People forget that Taylor Swift was on a song with John Mayer, "Half of My Heart," or like when they were kind of right around the same time. So wait, let me see.
That song came out
when did it
like
actually come out?
3 months before Dear John. Half of My Heart came out. Yeah, it was crazy.
So clearly they like started dating, hanging out, did that song together.
Yeah.
It was all wrapped up, and then broke up. She writes her album,
Yeah.
and then timeline wise, when these songs come out, it's like they probably have been broken up for a while.
Yeah.
And Half of My Heart comes out, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're dating," and it's in reality she's literally singing like, you know, "Don't you think 19 was too young to be played by your dark twisted gains?"
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck. Lyrically, I think this song is genius. Perfect, top to bottom,
just like
no notes whatsoever.
No notes, just everything.
Excellent.
The bridge, the passion, the cutting lyrics, just everything about it.
Do you agree with me in thinking that this may be the first of her most like poetic songs?
Yeah.
Like I really think that all the other songs, like this is also the first one on this album that really is like, this is a new sound. You know what I mean? Like it was a little sadder. It was a little like I said, more cutting.
Very emotionally vulnerable.
Extremely.
Like of course, like I
nice,
think
emotionally vulnerable for sure. Yeah.
I think this was her first song to like really like go into depth of like the hurt in a way.
For sure. Hurt in a way that is kind of like at the same time showing how naive she was while also being like, oh fuck, like I got played.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's another like turn for her in this you know, in this self-awareness and this honesty and like they were saying, what did I write down? someone else, I forgot to say this earlier, had described this album as radio-friendly melodies, but also emotional engagement, which I thought is very much in Dear John.
Totally.
Like this emotional engagement. Like she's being vulnerable. She's not holding back in what she's feeling.
Yeah.
And the way she lays it out is beautiful.
Yeah.
And sad, you know?
Very sad.
Some of the lines, I mean, I could, every line in this song is perfect, but you paint me a blue sky and go back and turn it to rain, lived in your chess game, you change the rules every day, every lyric, wondering which version of you I might get on the phone tonight.
The bridge is like, you are an expert at sorry.
Let's do the bridge.
You are an expert at sorry and keeping lines blurry. Never impressed by me acing your test. All the girls that you run dry with tired, lifeless eyes, 'cause you burned them out. Well, I took your matches before fire could catch me, so don't look now.
I'm crying.
I'm shining like fireworks over your sad, empty town. So good.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Like that is like, no, like I'm tearing up. I'm crying.
It's such a good
so
way
fucking
of
good.
like starting, like the way the bridge like starts at like, you're kind of angry, and then at the end it's like, well, fuck you, like I'm gonna shine.
It's like a top 5 bridge, and I feel like
I
feel like the Dear John bridge does not get enough love. Like I know we talk about like all the other bridges, and everyone sings their praises, and everyone does love this song.
Yeah,
like, it definitely gets its appreciation for sure. But as a bridge, that bridge is just above and
phenomenal.
beyond.
Yeah.
Remember too that I think last night of Wembley or second to last night, she had Dear John's surprise song, "Shining Like Fireworks Over Your Sad Empty Town, London."
Sorry, JoJo.
Sorry, JoJo.
The hidden
so
lyric
good.
fact is "loved you from the very first day," which is really sad.
That is sad.
Because you would think it'd be something a little bit more like sassy.
For sure.
It's just like,
no,
really,
I think that whole thing, like, it seems like it just hurt her heart.
Yeah.
It seems like it just,
Well,
you jump into it. He's
like
cool,
John,
romantic.
yeah, like he's
an
cool.
emotional equal, probably.
He's like very well respected in the music industry. He's probably hyping her up. Like, I think like when she first started to get really popular, he was talking about her so highly in the press.
Really good things about her.
So
flirting.
like to have someone to just like completely betray you like that is
Totally.
is disgusting, especially when you're 29 and you're 19.
Exactly. Another thing too is I think like we talk now present day, obviously this is so many years ago now, but we talk present day about how Taylor is in this wonderful relationship and how Travis is like her equal in success and money and they get each other and whatever, so it seems. I think at the time Taylor meets someone like John Mayer who is her equal in art. Like I feel, remember how we said kind of like she usually goes for like art guys and it becomes this like
jealousy
thing, issue,
like comparison,
insecurity thing with guys, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that at the time these two were both like, John Mayer was so fucking hot at that time. Music, like lyrically amazing, songs were amazing. He was everywhere. He's the coolest. He was so
he's
hot.
on magazine
And
covers,
everything. Like he just is so talented and is still so talented. Like there's nothing say what you want about John Mayer. He's a very very talented person, and I think that like because. I don't know if she'd ever known anyone as talented as she was. You know what I mean? Or had she could maybe see her own like talent potential in the, I don't know. I just think about these things.
I get what
like,
you mean.
It just seems like that would be a thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
She wrote on her website, the song Dear John is sort of like the last email you would ever send to someone that you used to be in a relationship with. Usually people write this venting last email to someone and they say everything that they want to say to that person. And then they usually don't send it. I guess by putting this song on the album, I am pushing send.
There we go. I love it. And it's a track 5, right?
Yep, track 5.
Yep.
And interesting tidbit, prior to the release of All Too Well 10-minute version, Dear John was Swift's longest song.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow, before 10-minute version.
Yeah.
So it really, for a long time, it was the longest song. Wow.
Yeah,
wow,
it's
wow.
like a 6-minute song.
It is long.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's so good.
So
Every
good.
minute of it.
Oh.
I wish we could have a 20-minute version of
I know.
Dear John.
Imagine Dear John 20-minute version.
Right. It's one of my favorite songs for sure. Like, but like probably a top 5 of the entire discography, Dear John's up there for me.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Okay,
all right.
on to the next.
Mean.
All you are is mean and a liar and pathetic and alone in life and mean and mean and mean. I love this song. Like, love.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Yeah. You know, every time I walk down the street, I think I'm like singing the song in my head. Like when I remember that I live in New York City, I'm singing this song in my head. Like,
so
it really
good.
is.
It's
fantastic.
such a good like fuck you song.
Words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me. You have knocked me off my feet again, got me feeling like I'm nothing. You. So good.
Swift wrote Mean, apparently, in response to music critic Bob Lefsetz, who gave her a cruel review.
Bob?
Fucking Bob.
Excuse me, Bob.
Excuse me,
Mind
Bob.
your biz.
Who gave her a cruel review after a February 2010 performance with Stevie Nicks. Lefsetz claimed that Swift can't sing and that the performance shortened her career, but she ultimately proved him wrong, obviously, and then Mean won 2 Grammy Awards, Best Country Song and Best Country Solo Performance. On her website, she wrote, "The song Mean is about, well, when you do what I do, which is you put yourself out there for a lot of people to say whatever they want about it. There are a million different opinions from a million different people. I get that not everyone's going to like everything that you do, and I get that no matter what, you're going to be criticized for something, but I also get that there are different ways to criticize someone. There's constructive criticism, professional, and then there's just being mean. Saying things that would ruin my day, no matter what you do, no matter how old you are, no matter what your job is, no matter what your place is in life, there's always going to be someone who's just mean to you. Dealing with that is all you can control about that situation, how you handle it. Mean is about how I handle it and sort of my mindset about this whole situation." And the hidden lyrics is, "I thought you got me."
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
There are a lot of lines in this song. That's interesting about the guy who says
Bob?
that I can't sing, because
Yeah.
immediately you think of the drunk and
Grumbling
grumbling
on about how I can't sing.
and all you
Are
are
is mean.
But that's, you know what's so funny? I went to go look and see the beginning part of that, and it's and I can't see you years from now in a bar
Talking over a football game. Yeah, I love
oh
that.
man, yeah.
So many
the same big
football
loud opinion,
connections.
but nobody's listening. Nobody's listening.
I like
God.
have the perfect picture of someone in my head that this song just perfectly encapsulates.
Same.
Yeah.
And everyone does. Like you think of that jock douchebag or whatever, like from your hometown, who's balding,
He's like
whatever,
still at his like the
loser,
local bar,
wearing his varsity jacket from high school,
just
exactly. A fucking loser. And you walk in the local bar and she's up on the screen winning fucking Grammys, and he's like, she's a nobody,
she sucks
she can't
anyway,
sing. Ba 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 ba. And all you are is mean.
No,
literally. And a liar and pathetic and alone in life and mean. But this is an iconic song.
Song.
Just the music video
I
is
was
great.
about to say iconic music video.
Iconic
very
music video.
Very
good shit.
They're like tying her to the railroad tracks. It's like very like 19 like
it's
early
very like
film
stick 'em
days.
up like like how you go to the boardwalk and you get like old timey photos
Yeah,
taken.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like that's
yeah.
the vibe of it.
Yeah.
It's like, very silly.
Very
But
cute.
Same with the tone of the song too, like sarcastic, bitchy, like
Yeah. I love the like banjo use in this song. Very,
Absolutely.
very, very,
Good one.
very good song.
crowd
Banger.
favorite.
Yeah,
Total
yeah.
crowd favorite. We all know it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this song.
Next up is The Story of Us. Great song.
Another
Just
favorite.
another really, really good song.
A storytelling, great music video.
Yeah,
All of it.
great music video. So the
Great.
music video was directed by Noble Jones, and they filmed it in the library at Vanderbilt.
Yes,
Which I didn't know.
and it is a sexy music video. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
like,
it
it's,
is.
it's very like
hiding
like
behind
forbidden, hiding in bookcases.
Yeah.
She's wearing like a little skirt. Like
Yeah.
it's very Tortured Poets, but before Tortured Poets.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true, yeah.
Aesthetically.
Yeah.
And basically they're in a library. She's got a miniskirt on and like a shirt with a tie, and like she's got the bangs and a ponytail, and it's like
The glasses.
Taylor Swift has straight hair and a ponytail, like
Yeah,
for the first time ever. What? Like
Yeah.
it's things like that make it iconic, and it was just it has the moments in the song where she's really yelling and you can feel her emotion, and I think that's what makes the song so good. And this is the song that's supposedly written after an encounter with an ex in a room at like an awards show.
Yes.
So the implication is kind of like we run into each other, or the music video makes it seem like, oh, we're standing alone in a crowded room, we're not speaking, and it's kind of like you're at school, just
yeah,
it's
and
like
awkward,
filmed at
like
school,
across like the room from
across
like your
the room
ex-boyfriend. Yeah,
exactly. So you can relate to it, but then when you hear and it's about like an award show run-in potentially, then you kind of think like, wow, damn, imagine that. Like, you're all dressed up and you're like, awards stuff,
just
and
like
your ex
very
is across the
awkwardly
room
have
and
to
yeah.
So
Awkward as fuck.
apparently, what like you said, she wrote Story of Us after an awkward encounter with ex John Mayer at the 2010 CMT Music Awards, where both parties tried to ignore each other's presence. She told USA Today that she came up with the song concept after returning home from the event and telling her mom she felt like she was standing alone in a crowded room throughout the evening, and the hidden lyric booklet fact is CMT Music Awards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. So she really is.
Yeah.
She really
so
is.
she's really pointing a
airing
finger.
it out.
Yeah.
Now I'm standing alone in a crowded room and we're not speaking. And I'm dying to know, is it killing you like it's killing me?
That
I don't know what to say. It's just
But yeah, she said
so
like,
good, so good.
let me just preface by saying that I've happened to run into exes in strange places lately. This is about one of those situations. When I ran into him at an award show, I was seated a couple seats away from him, and there was so much that needed to be said, and neither of us was willing to say it. We were both acting like we were engaged in conversations with people that we didn't even know. It was just miserable. Told her mom about it, and then I was like, gotta go, bye. And my mom is used to that at this point, so that's just what this song is about.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
I also love it. Next chapter.
Yeah. Next chapter. I love that.
Even that is a little John Mayer-y, I won't lie.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of now thinking it, but and also coming right off of Dear John, the song, like they blend together, like it's like the fast version of same vibes.
I guess
not as lyrically intense, obviously, but
I guess I really didn't recognize the overarching like speak now theme of this album, like the words left unsaid, like what you wanted to say in the moment but you couldn't. I really didn't pick up on that as much, but now obviously with Speak Now and Story of Us, like you can pick up those vibes, but like now that I'm looking down this track list, I'm like, wow, yeah, it really applies to like pretty much every song.
It really is. And she but I like that, and I think maybe that's personally why I like it so much, is because I know you agree, there's a lot of things that you feel that personally that I've like left unsaid or whatever, and that feeling of like I've never heard silence quite this loud, like that is, oh my fucking God. I swear to God, every minute of the day I'm feeling I've never heard silence quite this loud, like, and I don't I've never known how to shake that emotion, and I've also, before this song came out, never really knew how to put it into words, and of course she's just there for us in
always. She always knows how to
tell you I miss you, but I don't know how. I've never heard silence quite this loud.
So good.
Just, oh man, what a good song. The video is so good. If you've never seen the video, you gotta watch the video.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's very cute.
So good.
Okay, next song, a gut wrencher, an instant tearjerker.
Darling, don't you ever grow up.
Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. I love take
so
pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Remember what this sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and all your little brother's favorite songs.
You know what?
I just realized that all the things I had is someone's gonna be gone.
This is one of those songs where I'm now realizing that I don't know like the more intense words, because it's a skip for me. Like, not because I don't love this song.
It's just so sad. It's just so fucking sad. And like
so fucking
like
sad.
Drop you off at your apartment.
No, stop. No, Gia.
Your parents drop you off. Yeah. At 14, there's so much you don't do.
What she said? Yeah. It's so much colder than I thought it would be. No, I'm crying. This song is like...
It's like, turn on your favorite nightlight. Oh, it's so sad. And like your mom... it's like something about like your... she's getting older too. Like about your mom. Like, fuck, Taylor.
I need a drink of water. I'm crying too hard. It is true. It is, though. It's like, it's very much, time moves on, life moves on, you grow up, whatever. And then you think about, again, please remember, I was in college at this time, so this was exactly what was happening in my life. But like, that idea of like, growing up and being on your own and it not necessarily being what you thought it would be right away. Yeah. You still have to like grow into it is such a, it's like... That's a feeling everybody has. Yeah. And it's a sad thing.
Yeah, and the other line that I love is like like your mom's dropping you off. It's like you're mortified. Your mom's dropping you off.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But don't make her
Mortified,
drop
mom's
you off around the block. Don't
I'm looking for the
she's getting older
14.
too.
There's just so much. I say, wait, hold on. You're mortified, mom's dropping you.
Yeah, you're in the
off.
car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified. Your mom's dropping you off.
Wait, I need to play it
At
out loud.
14, there's so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too.
Oh my
And
God,
don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. Yeah, it's fucked up.
I really can't even sing this song.
It's fucked up.
It's
Yeah.
one of the, oh my God. She just is like, it's just so true. It's
I know.
just so true. It's
It's
so
so
real.
true. It's so true. So any of our
my
younger Swifties
God.
out there, really take advantage of time with your family because
No, really do.
you really want to. This is what she said.
You'll regret it if you don't. Oh my God.
So she dedicated this song on her 1989 world tour to the baby of one of her dear friends, model Jamie King, who Taylor is the
love her.
godmother of. And she said, I wrote it when I was like 18 or 19, but my friend just had a baby and she made me the godmother. And I was holding this little baby the other night and I was just thinking differently. When you're holding onto something that's so innocent and so perfect and has no idea what's coming for it in this world. The world is going to throw so many things at you as we grow up.
Ugh.
And she also wrote, Never Grow Up is a song about the fact that I don't quite know how I feel about growing up. It's tricky. It happens without you knowing it. It's a crazy concept because a lot of times when you were younger, you wish you were older. I look out into a crowd every night and I see a lot of girls that are my age and going through exactly the same things I'm going through. Every once in a while, I look down and I see a little girl who's 7 or 8 and I wish I could tell her all this. There she is becoming who she's going to be and forming her thoughts and dreams and opinions. I wrote this song for those little girls.
No, like, I really can't. This was it. I forgot this song was on this album.
Yeah.
Like I forgot this was here, and I
Yeah.
wasn't ready for this song today. I really wasn't.
It's
just a beautiful song. It's
yeah.
a beautiful, beautiful song. But again, like it's instant tears. Like
Yeah.
I don't, at least for me, I don't know, if everybody else feels this way, but it's
instant tears.
Right. You think about it in the way of like, first you think about it as yourself.
Yeah.
Then you think like presently. Then you think about it as your younger self.
Yeah.
Then you think it as
It
Taylor.
always makes me think about my mom.
Always.
Yeah.
Taylor has a really good way of making you think about your mom.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
whether you want to or not. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
she'll like, she'll
Yeah.
remind you, be like, hey, bitch,
Like
call your mom.
Yeah, call
you
your mom
know?
and like have sympathy for your mom. Like
For
she's
sure.
fucking trying. And
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
Like, yeah.
So she's great about that.
The hidden lyric, in
man.
fact, is I moved out in July,
oh.
which is really sad too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like very sentimental
Yeah.
and just I can't listen to the song on a
Sad
normal
stuff.
day.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. And I really don't know. Like, if it were playing, I could maybe sing along a little bit. Chorus, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't know these words because they're too hard to like process.
Yeah.
Are your little brother's favorite songs? Like when I have a little brother, I can't.
I know.
I have to move on. Oh my God.
Okay, next song is
God, great song.
Enchanted, infamously
Love.
about our favorite Firefly singer,
Yes.
Adam Young from
Yes.
Owl City.
Mhm.
She said, I wrote Enchanted.
Taylor it was. We have to do it every time.
Taylor it
Enchanted to
was.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait, because
So bad.
I didn't realize that he wrote like a response too.
No,
It's
that's
so,
what-
No,
Oh,
but
no,
he
that's
also
right.
wrote like a response
Like a
with the song.
different-
Yeah, and it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
cringe.
Yeah.
She said, I wrote Enchanted about a guy that I met. Obviously, he was somebody that I had talked to a couple times on email, and then I was in New York and went to meet him. I remember just the whole way home thinking, I hope he's not in love with somebody. It was a wonderful feeling, like, oh my gosh, who's he's with? Does he like me? Does he like somebody else? What does it mean? I got home and he had emailed me something like, sorry I was so quiet, I was just wonderstruck meeting you.
Ooh.
And so I incorporated the word wonderstruck into the song as a, hey, this is sort of for you.
I'm wonderstruck,
dancing round the way home.
Dancing all the way home, dancing around all alone. Both
I
lyrics.
think, yeah.
They're
They're changed.
Yeah.
And
Great,
then
great shout.
Adam Young recorded and posted his version of Enchanted in response to Taylor with a message attached Dearest Taylor, I'll be the first to admit I'm a rather shy boy, and since music is most eloquent form of communication I can muster, I decided to record something for you.
Oh, God.
As a sort of reply to the breathtaking song. This is what I wanted so badly to tell you in person but can never put quite into words.
Ugh.
Everything about you is beautiful.
cringing.
You're an immensely charming girl with a wonderful heart and more grace and elegance than I know how to describe. You're a true princess, a modern Cinderella. I'm sorry it has taken me such a long time to reply, but I figured Valentine's Day was the perfect time to write this note to you and simply say, I was enchanted to meet you too. Love, Adam.
Oh, no. And
He
here's
released
the
it
thing.
on Valentine's
No,
Day.
like he was, speaking of down bad, like holy
Yeah.
shit. But here's the thing. In any other world, you would
But, like,
think
can
that
you
Taylor
blame
would love
him?
that. You would think
Yeah.
that Taylor would love that. You would think any girl would love that. You would think this is
She
romantic.
definitely got the
this
ick
is
from
great,
him
whatever.
some way, somehow.
But of course, like I got the ick hearing that. Like
Yeah.
I sometimes like
Don't call yourself a shy boy.
no, that's right. Shy boy ruined it. Like
yeah.
it's like it's kind of like be a little more slick. And I feel like that's where these nice guys like get lost is because I don't know. Like girls are so stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, they want nice, they want amazing, but they want like quiet nice. Like they want you
Yeah,
to be nice
not
to her on the
like-
side, not like some girls want that like big
Like
love proclamation.
overcompensating
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of.
And it also, but it's just kind of like I don't know. Like
And I also feel
I
like
can't fault him. I feel bad that I had the ick, and
Yeah,
that she
well,
clearly
sometimes
did
nice
too.
guys use
Yeah.
that shtick for their own
As like their game
weapon. Yeah, exactly.
Totally,
like, what? I'm
totally.
the nice guy. I'm just a shy guy.
100%, which is
Yeah.
the worst. Obviously, that's the worst.
Yeah.
But you know that song Enchanted is a pretty. If I heard Enchanted and it was about me, I'd be like, well, this girl's in love with me.
Oh
and
yeah, I
gotta
don't blame him
respond.
for doing this.
I'm gonna call her Cinderella. She clearly like
the
wants
hidden
that.
lyric fact is Adam.
Yeah, forget
So
it. Oh,
like,
please.
what are you gonna do? Like,
Forget
obviously
it.
he's gonna be like, well, she likes me, I like her.
Of course.
But then obviously she seems like she changed her mind, which is
Changed
okay.
her tune, but we still got one of these great songs out
Yeah.
of it. And of course, Enchanted is a very, very exciting moment in the Eras
Yeah,
tour
yeah,
when she
yeah.
comes out and
The
in her
only
big
Speak
gown.
Now song.
Only Speak Now song,
Besides,
which is a
when
tragedy.
she did Long Live, yeah,
Right.
which is a tragedy.
Total tragedy. I'm
But-
not really sure why
Yeah.
that is, but
I also feel like Enchanted is kind of like one of the most well-known publicly from this
Probably.
album.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I think just because again, this kind of song falls into that. This could have been on Fearless, you know,
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
that like fairy tale Cinderella
Yes,
vibe,
yeah.
and I
It's
think
very
that,
youthful.
very, very,
yeah.
very, very fantastic song though.
And then
Gorgeous.
very a big switch up from youthful to a little mature
Oh.
with Better Than Revenge.
There is nothing I do
better than revenge. Do you still feel like you know what you're doing? 'Cause I don't think you do. Oh,
do you
still feel like you know what you're doing? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Let's hear the applause and show me how much better you are. So much better, yeah.
This song is
Such a
fan fucking tastic.
banger.
And the only time in the history of the re-records that I've been disappointed at a slight change.
I know.
Because
it's just
of course,
like, come on. It just doesn't
I
hit
know.
the same with.
And I get the
Like
need.
the lyric is very slut shamey.
Right.
It's
So
very
we remember,
2012. Yeah,
Better
so-
Than Revenge original lyric. Obviously, Better Than Revenge is as a whole is a song about Taylor. Like she finds out someone's dating
It's
someone
about
new.
Camilla Bell,
Yes,
who
yes.
infamously stole Joe Jonas while
Yep.
he was dating Taylor. Stole.
Yep, stole.
Yeah.
You know, they were teenagers. Who knows?
Yeah, and no
but the line in the song that is, which is by the way, like just fucking awesome. Like I love this song because it's so bitchy, so mean, and like sometimes you just want to get those emotions out. And
Yeah.
I'm sure at the time, like again, I'm a sophomore, junior in college. This album comes out, and all these bitches are up on my men at the time. And so she's not a saint. She's not what you think. She's an actress. She's better known for the things that she does on the mattress. It's just awesome. Like
Yeah.
that's like amazing. Like, but it's slut shaming. It's that girl's a slut, and she acts like she's innocent, but she's not. By the
Yeah,
way, and there's so many girls though that act like that, and so it's like hard to. I mean, I don't know if that's like mean to
Yeah.
say still, but like it is. That is the thing. Like some girls, and I've been that girl. I've seen that girl where you feign innocence to like get someone's attention, and in reality, it's like you know what their game was all along. Like
Right.
girls act like guys in that way sometimes. Like I
Yeah,
said,
no, totally.
I'm not innocent of that at all.
Yeah, and
But we changed it.
you change, you grow. Obviously,
she
you
was
learn. And you said that in 2014, she told The Guardian, I was 18 when I wrote Better Than Revenge. That's the age you are when you think someone can actually take your boyfriend.
Right.
Then you grow up and realize no one can take someone from you if they don't want to leave.
Exactly.
further evidence proves that this song is about Camilla Bell, because if you guys know, if there's any Jonas Brother X Swiftie crossovers here, which I'm sure there's a lot, the Jonas Brothers have a song called Much Better that came out after Better Than Revenge came out.
Yeah.
And obviously in Better Than Revenge, she says, she's so much better, yeah.
So much, show me how much better.
So what?
She took him faster than you could say sabotage.
Vines and Trying Times.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Because when did that album come out? 2009. So this came
is
out
after.
Before.
Yeah. So then, Taylor's shading.
So I think Taylor's shading them with that. But in the Jonas Brothers song Much Better, they say, and all the tears on her guitar.
Yep.
I'm not bitter, or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot of crossover with the Much Better between the Jonas Brothers and Taylor, which had a lot of people being able to point fingers. And then all I have here is just the infamous lyric change, and the hidden lyric is you thought I would forget.
Ooh,
bitch.
Well, we love that she did it, and we love this song.
Comma bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, so the new lyric changed from I just spit everywhere. Changed from she's better known for the thing she's on the mattress. Is she was a moth to the flame, and you're holding the matches.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, which just like it's a good lyric.
Good lyric,
but not a good.
It doesn't have quite the amount of kick ass as she's better known for the things that she does in the mattress. And when I sing the song, I sing the proper lyrics.
Oh yeah, me too.
Out loud. Yeah. And it's just they're too deep in my brain, Taylor. I'm sorry. Like I would love to recalibrate, but on this one, I'm gonna have to say no. And
I
love you
vividly
anyway.
remember being like on the bus from school, and like whenever like some girl would like fuck over like me or my friend, like my bestie, we would always be like, she's better known for the things she does on the mattress.
Yeah, always.
And like we were literally in 7th grade. Like, what do we know about that?
No,
like,
you know nothing about it. You know nothing about it. But that's what you do. That's the easiest way out. Is to the easiest deflection for your own pain for being rejected is to put it on someone else. And nobody hates women quite like women.
It really is such a it's crazy.
Yeah,
it really. I really do enjoy these deep dives because I love to see the maturity that Taylor goes through, that everyone else also goes through, and you see it in her lyrics, and it's like, she had those lyrics, but you have to realize, exactly like you said, like as you grow up, you realize no one can take anyone from you. Like
you're a teenager, and right, you just wanna be bitchy, you just wanna call a girl a slut sometimes.
Exactly.
And then it comes full circle later on. Obviously, 1989 Voltrack songs, the song "Slut," where they'll call me a slut, but it might be worth it for once, and that's kind of like taking back ownership, but also that feeling of like, it doesn't matter what stage of life you're in, those feelings that like you feel from other people where they like think you're a slut, or they think that you're dating too many guys, or like whatever, they never really go away. And so you just kind of have to, that's just like society, and so you just kind of have to embrace it. So I think that's I'm sure probably a little bit of her reasoning behind like changing the lyrics and stuff too. Like we don't need to pile on any longer.
That's very true. Okay, on to the next song, Innocent, which is probably one of, like, I really don't know any of the lyrics to this song.
Neither do I.
Honestly. All I know is, it's all right, just wait and see ya. String of lights is still bright to me ya. Who you are is not where you've been. You're still an innocent. And then like 32, still growing up now.
Probably one of my least favorite songs. It's not for any reason.
And it's the fact that it's about Kanye, and then he still fucked her over after like being like, you're 32, you're still innocent. Like I get it. Like what a like nice like apology.
Innocent. And he still kind of screwed over. This is the one she performed at the VMAs.
Yeah, she said Taylor penned Innocent after Kanye West stormed the stage at the 2009 VMAs after Taylor won her award for You Belong With Me music video. In the song, she forgives Kanye, talking about how the incident doesn't define him, learning from his mistakes and becoming a better person, which Kanye sadly did not do. And then she performed the song at the 2010 VMAs. She said in an interview with Yahoo News, you have to try really hard to regulate what you feel, what you let in, and what you don't. But then when it comes to making an album, if you make everything general and kind of gloss over your actual raw feelings, that doesn't benefit anyone. As far as what to feel and what level to feel it, I can't really control any of that. It's just how things hit you, and what you let in is definitely something you've got to find a balance for.
There you go.
And fun fact, the song was interpolated in her 2017 song "Look What You Made Me Do."
Wait, what's that word?
Interpolated.
Interpolated.
Yeah.
Do
Which
I know
I don't
that
really
word? I'm
know
looking
what
up right
that
now.
means.
I mean, I guess it sounds maybe like the sound was an interpolated.
It means the insertion.
Yeah, right, like in the background.
Yeah. Insert into something else.
Okay,
Insert
so we'll have to go
words.
back and listen to it. Wait,
Yeah.
it's inserted into what? Look What You Made Me Do?
Yeah.
That makes sense, because Kanye, whatever.
Yeah, and then
Dun,
the
dun,
song was
dun,
actually
dun,
premiered at the
dun,
2010
dun,
MTV
dun.
Video Music Awards.
Ooh.
And then, just publicity due to the incident happening the year previous. But yeah, just kind of a skip.
It's a skip for me too. Yeah, honestly, like even now I'm kind of like, yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it's a good. It is a good song. I understand the message behind it. I think it's definitely a deeply personal song to her.
Yeah.
And we respect that.
You know what?
That's hard to relate.
This kind of, that Dua Lipa interview we were talking about last episode where she was like, oh, I don't really write like anything emotional.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting that she here says like, but when making an album, if you make everything general and kind of gloss over your actual raw feelings, that doesn't benefit anyone.
Interesting.
Kind of goes against what Dua said. Dua was like, I don't really like. I
She's like, I just want to make
something
pop hits.
fun. Like,
yeah. But that works.
I see both sides.
I see both sides for sure, and I think it depends on the kind of art you're wanting to create. Like, are you wanting to get people off their ass and dance and have fun, like Dua, for sure, or are you trying to like work through some stuff and like really relate to these people?
Yeah.
Then you touch your emotions.
And the hidden lyric fact is, life is full of little interruptions.
Wow. Damn, she really just... When did she stop doing these, like, things? Maybe after this?
know.
I wonder if she did it for Red. We'll have to see when we do the Red deep
Yeah,
dive.
I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, I
Because
know. I kind of miss these
I wish that
little
she was still doing them.
booklets.
Yeah. These are so fun.
Okay, the
all right.
next song.
Haunted.
Banger alert.
Now I'm
Banger
haunted.
alert.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, please, yeah. Sorry, get your dogs. Lock your dogs up for that one.
So she said
So
the
good.
meaning of the song
Whoa,
Haunted
whoa,
is
I'm
about the
holding my
moment
breath.
that you realize the person you're in love with is drifting and fading fast and you don't know what to do. But in that period of time, in that phase of love where it's fading out, time moves so slowly. Everything hinges on what that last text message said, and you're realizing that he's kind of falling out of love. That's a really heartbreaking and tragic thing to go to. And the whole time you're trying to tell yourself that it's not happening. I went through this and I ended up waking up in the middle of the night writing this song about it. She also said that
Sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Midnights.
I wanted the music and orchestration to reflect the intensity of the emotion the song is about. So we recorded the strings with Paul Buckmaster.
Oh,
It was an amazing experience recording this entire big live string section that I think in the end really captured the intense, chaotic feeling of confusion I was looking for.
Fabulous.
Which is
and
totally facts.
absolutely, and exactly how you feel when you listen to this song.
Yeah.
This song is one of those songs that, like, again, this whole album just really makes you feel so much. Like the storytelling is so good, and the like
The
those feelings of,
production,
the
like,
production,
the big
the emotion, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
so
so
good.
good.
Ugh.
And it's like the anticipation, that like frustration, angst, that like, where am I? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like I don't trust. I
never thought
can't
I'd
trust
see it.
anything
It's like
now.
anger,
like, it's just, like,
sadness.
that paranoia. Like,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
shines through, which is why I love
It's
this
coming
song.
over you like it's all a big mistake. Yeah.
It's
God,
just,
it's just
so
so good. Yeah.
The, let's see. I'm trying to think some of the other. Like,
What's the how does the
sit
how
there
does the
watch
bridge
you walk away from everything we had, but I still mean every word I said
to you?
Wait,
He
are we
can
looking for the
try to
bridge?
take away my pain, and he just might make me smile. But the whole time I'm wishing he was you instead.
Hold on. I'm trying to think if this is. I'm trying to see if this is the. I need to hear it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a I know.
I just know. Oh, you're not gone and you can't be gone. No. Come on, don't leave me like this. I thought I'd had you figured out. Some things went terribly wrong. Won't finish what you started.
Come on,
don't leave me like this.
I thought I
Had you figured out. Can't breathe whenever you're gone. Can't go back. I'm haunted.
That's it. That's what I was looking for.
And the hidden lyric
But-
is still to this day.
Still to this day, haunted. Wow, wow, wow.
So whoever the relationship this was really put her through
did
it.
something.
Yeah,
did something. But no, just great song. Great energy in that song.
Yeah, great
another one that
energy.
has just like hardcore
Gets you going.
instrumental, like
you're feeling angry.
Like a violin or a cello or something they got in the
yeah.
background there. Just excellent. Great song. Has she done a Haunted Surprise song? She definitely has.
Yeah.
Like a mashup probably.
Yeah. I remember I was in a
Yes.
bar and I got the notification. I was really upset.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
I think it was like
and it's a good live one.
after whatever it's called. After New York when she came.
Yeah, that makes sense.
MetLife is what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, on to the next. My favorite song off of this album, Last Kiss. That July 9th, the beat of your heart, it jumped through your shirt. I could still feel your arms, and now I'll go sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss. I never thought we'd have a last kiss. Oh God,
so good. Never.
the bridge is the best.
Yeah, wait, where's the bridge?
So I'll watch your life in pictures like I used to watch you sleep, and I feel you forget me like I used to feel you breathe, and I'll keep up with your old friends just to ask them how you are. Hope it's nice where you are. And I hope the sun shines. And it's a beautiful day. Shaky breath. Something reminds you.
Want to come
you
and
wish
sing?
you had stayed.
No, he's gone. So good.
So good. She said,
need to get in
in
here,
this
or no?
emotional ballad, Taylor describes her feelings surrounding her breakup with Jonas Brothers member Joe Jonas. The secret message for this song is Forever and Always, which is a callback to a song penned about her breakup with Joe, while Forever and Always highlights the angry, confused emotions she felt when he left her. Last Kiss highlights the sort of melancholy, nostalgic sadness that follows the gloomy calm after the storm. The song also has a 27-second intro, which could possibly reflect the 27-second breakup phone call she had with Joe Jonas.
Genius.
Love
her for that.
She also wrote on her website, song Last Kiss is like a letter to somebody. You say all of those desperate, hopeless feelings that you have after a breakup. Feel anger, confusion, the sadness of losing this person, losing all the memories. There are times when you have this moment of truth where you just admit to yourself that you miss all these things, and that's okay. When I was in one of those moments, I wrote this song. And
Amazing.
I don't know if this is fact or not, but every time July 9th comes up, there's always this picture, this infamous picture of her getting off a plane on July 9th, apparently visiting Joe. I don't know if that's 100% true.
Yeah,
but
it's part of the like lore.
Yeah, part of the lore is she was photographed leaving a plane on July 9th.
Yep. July 9th.
That July 9th,
Just
the
another-
beat of your heart.
Another Taylor Swift day.
Yep.
Great song. Fabulous song. Love it.
Jumped off the plane. I can still feel your arms.
It's I think to the like the general message of it outside of, you know, Taylor's relationships. I like I like that feeling of like when you break up with someone, sometimes you don't always know you're about to break up, and it's like, I can't believe that was our last kiss. Like, I can't believe that was our last moment. Those were our last moments. Like, now I you know, your name forever the name on my lips. Like, it just kind of feels
it's
like
just so sad. I'll watch your life in pictures.
Like
I used to watch you sleep.
Like, oh my God.
It's just really gut-wrenchingly sad.
It is. Good one.
Good one.
All right, you know what time it is. We've got our clowns on.
Hear ye, hear ye. It's very early in the morning and I'm quite tired. But the draft queens shall reign even though they are sleepy.
Sleepy queens are still queens in the draft queens world. And so here we are.
Yes.
Yes. Happy Thursday. We are, of course, you know, this is a scatterbrain situation, but we are still here to bring you everything that you need to know on your new gambling journey. Thanks, as always, to DraftKings for trusting us with this and for having fun with us with this. And this week we're doing something a little fun, a little silly. We're trying to, when we make these parlays, we try to think about, the Swiftyverse all the time. And I think the last couple of weeks we've been thinking a little bit too much about the men. Okay. We've been thinking too much about these boys. We're putting too much faith in the boyfriends. We're putting too much faith in the guys who are gonna, the guys who are going to who are supposed to be fans and whatever. And all along, I think we should have probably been trusting the girls.
Yeah,
so
true.
This week for Draft Queens, our parlay is going to center entirely around all of Taylor's besties and their hometowns.
Yes. Kelly had this genius idea last night. I like this idea. We're going to do like a full money line, 3 money line picks. Then we're just, you're just rooting for some wins at the end of the day. We just want these people to win. So we based it off of her besties' hometowns and what teams kind of coincide. The one thing I did realize while I was looking up some of these teams with the friends' hometowns, a lot of her friends are from LA.
Oh
Like
my God. I honestly thought about
99%
that.
of her friends are from LA.
When I was thinking about we'll get into the besties we chose in a minute, but when I was thinking about the big ones, I was like, yeah, I think that they're all from LA. Like I thought for a second about like Gigi, and then I was like,
Gigi's from LA. The
Gigi's from
Hines
LA.
sisters are from LA.
When I thought about Gigi, I was like, maybe we could pretend that she's really from New Hope because she like lives there now. Like I was
Oh,
all
right,
this
that's
shit.
true.
Like sort of, but not
Yeah.
really. But no, I think our choices are fabulous. And we for LA, she has a lot of besties in LA, but I think the number one bestie, the loudest bestie, the one that goes to all the games with her and really has a good time is Blake Lively.
Yeah.
So
we are picking the LA Rams in honor of Blake Lively being from LA. Also, Kelly Teller's from LA.
Ooh.
So we got the Haim sisters, we got Blake Lively, we got Kelly Teller, we got Gigi Hadid. This has a lot of aura behind it, a lot of good vibes with all these women being from LA. It's plus 130, so that means it's a little unlikely to happen. The Bears are like not that good though, so I'm surprised that
they've been
Rams are
terrible. I feel like everybody's bitching about that all the time. So
yeah, like
I
Caleb Williams, their new quarterback. Apparently, he's not that good. So I think it's going to be a close game. So that one will be a very fun game to watch. The next one in honor of her bestie down south, Selena Gomez.
Selena.
In
Gotta
Texas.
keep an eye for Selena.
Gotta keep an eye out for Selena always. You never know where she is or what she's doing or where she's lurking online.
You never know. Although she hasn't been lurking lately. She's been booked and busy, and she's been hanging out with her old besties who are keeping her grounded, which we love.
Yeah. I feel like we talked about this, but yeah, I feel like the Steve Martin and Martin Short, they've been very good to her, and I love their little relationship.
Me too.
So the Jaguars are playing at Houston. The Texans are minus 270, so that means they're a little bit more likely to win. Okay.
Ooh, okay. And they've been pretty good. They've been consistent. We had them we had the Texans in our second parlay or our first parlay, and our second one, and they hit that leg. We didn't win the whole parlay, but they did hit their leg. So they're holding up their end of the deal, and I feel like they can hold up their end of the deal this week too.
I agree. The Jaguars, I'm pretty sure aren't really that good either. I always base off who their quarterback is, because I feel like quarterbacks always just bring the vibe to the team. Trevor Lawrence, he's not looking good either.
He's not. He was the hotness in college, but now not so much.
Yeah. So I have a feeling Texas with Selena Gomez energy will provide the W. And then last but not least, we have the New York Jets money line. And this is in honor of Lana Del Rey with a little touch of Jack Antonoff, because Jack Antonoff is from New Jersey. And
yes, he is.
Ipso facto, that makes you either a Jets or a Giants fan. I'm going to assume he's a Jets fan.
And also, too, the stadium is in New Jersey. People forget that the stadium itself is in New Jersey. So that's extra power. That's extra power behind it. And then we also have super fan Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. So, he's bringing his own aura. He's certainly not a bestie, but he does bring that energy. And, he might hear this.
Been to the Air store.
He's been to the Eras tour, and he, like I said, he's probably an avid listener of Taylor Watch, and he's going to hear this, and he's going to say, "Damn, I got to strap up. I got to do good shit this week, and I got to win for these girls." So you never know.
That's facts. So they are at Minnesota against the Minnesota Vikings. The line is they're minus 122. So we like those odds. That means they're a little bit more likely to win, which we'd love to see. I have high hopes for all these picks. I feel like this one, I know I say this every time, but I like this switch up. I like that we're doing something a little bit new with all the money lines and, just rooting for wins. And I feel like that's going to make it more fun to watch, maybe a little less stressful, but yeah, I like the vibe change. I think we needed something new.
I do too, because I think we were thinking a little too much about it. Our last 2 weeks, we didn't come out so great. We only lost, one leg each week. And I feel like we gotta lock in, be for real, get another win, and just show everybody that we do know ball. In fact, we do know ball.
Exactly. So if you've ever wanted to bet on sports and wondered how do you get started, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is making it easier than ever. If me and Kelly can do it, then you guys can do it. Trust me, it's so simple. Just go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select a sport like NFL. You can do TD scores, you can do money line like we are. You'll see it right there on the top. And then pick who you think will score, pick who you think will win, and place your bet. Make sure to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code TaylorWatch if you haven't downloaded the app already. That's code TaylorWatch for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings.
So next song is Long Live, crowd favorite. The walls that crashed through, had the time of my life with you. Long, long live. Just an absolute heartbreaker to add, a joyous moment when it was added to the set list of the Eras Tour, and a heartbreaking goodbye when it was taken away.
And even more heartbreaking, neither of us got to hear it live.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Neither of us got to go?
No.
So unfortunate.
So unfortunate. That would have been a really, really good crowd moment.
Yeah, it really would have been.
She said on her website that this song is about my band, my producer, all the people that have helped us build this brick by brick, the fans, the people who I feel that we are all in this together. The song talks about the triumphant moments that we've had in the last 2 years. We've had times where we jump up and down, dance like we don't care, scream at the top of our lungs. I feel very lucky to have had these moments. Long live is how I feel. Is about how I feel reflecting on it. This song for me is like looking at a photo album of all the award shows and all the stadium shows and all the hands in the air and the crowd. It's sort of the first love song that I've written to my team. Which is very cute.
That's very cute. This song is another one that's kind of like almost, sorry, my microphone was being weird. It's obviously a great song, and if I hear it randomly, I'm like fine. But if I hear it in like the right mood, or if I were to hear it live or something, Waterworks. It's Waterworks for me. Like it's the idea that like please tell him my name, tell him how the crowd's not wild, implies an end at some point, and that to me is like heartbreaking to even like consider. Like it's very nostalgic.
Force us into a goodbye.
And God forbid. Oh no, that's the beginning part.
Yeah.
God forbid fate should step in
and force us into a goodbye. I don't know
if you'll have children someday.
Please tell him my name. Tell him how the crowds went wild. Tell him how they hoped they'd shine. Long live
the wall. God, just like really good, right?
Literally
like,
hair raising.
No, it's like it's a chills thing, because it's like I'm gonna cry again. Like especially at the Eras Tour. Why I'm honestly so sad that we didn't get it is because like that feels like the culmination of
everything.
Like,
yeah,
you know
totally.
I mean? Like, tell them how the crowds went wild. Like, yeah, we fucking will. It was the biggest show, biggest tour that's ever existed.
Yeah.
And it's just so crazy to think about. And I know a lot of people view this song as like her message to her fans, her message to, it's obviously for her team and for her, you know, it's a little more intimate, I think, to her. But I do think it can apply to like the fans and the people and everybody who's been along for this ride, and the Swifties. And it's a very emotional song, and it's you know, we will not go quietly into the dark vibes.
Yeah.
Like we just
We're
loud and
here.
proud.
Yeah, loud and proud.
Mhm.
I wonder if she'll do it as a surprise song on the last show.
That would be right. That would be nice in Canada.
It'd be a very heartwarming, bittersweet moment.
Bittersweet moment
Yeah.
for sure. Heartwarming, definitely. Just a really good song.
Yeah.
And then that was the other when she added Long Live to the set list for Eras Tour. That was exciting because she brought out her whole band and they were up on those moving panels, you know, and they like all jumped up all at once, right?
Yeah.
And then they all played together, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
For Long Live, which is really a sweet moment for them
Very,
too.
very, very.
Yeah.
The hidden lyric fact is "for you," is the word.
Oh,
which is
nice.
nice. Yeah.
Cute. Love that.
And then we jump into the deluxe album tracks. So
Ooh.
We have Ours, If This Was a Movie, and Superman.
Got it.
Ours, she just said, I'm excited about telling the beginnings of stories, like the story of this song called Ours. I wrote it about this guy nobody thought I should be with, so I wrote this song specifically just to play to him, to show him I don't care what anyone says, I love you for who you are. And that song actually ended up making it on Speak Now and becoming a #1 song. It was released as an exclusive bonus song on the Target exclusive deluxe edition of Swift's album Speak Now.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's kind of, I like Ours.
Is stakes are
Elevator
high,
buttons in morning air.
Yeah.
Stranger silence makes me want to take the
it
stairs. And the verdict comes from
I'm
the
looking.
blank stares or something.
Let's see. If you were here, we'd laugh about their vacant stares. But right now, our time is theirs.
Yeah. And
Yep.
isn't the music video like
Don't you worry your pretty
it's
little
a,
mind. People throw
a
rocks at
soldier
things
coming
that
home from
shine.
war or something?
Yeah, it's like a really
cute.
sentimental,
Yeah.
sentimental video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life makes
Yeah, and I love them. I
look
love the gap
hard.
between your teeth.
Yes, so
Ding,
cute.
ding, ding. And I love the riddles that you speak.
These snide remarks
From my father about your tattoos will be ignored. 'Cause my heart is yours. It's very cute. Don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine in life. Makes love look hard. Wow, I really want to listen to this song.
Yeah,
now.
this is a really good
Really
song.
cute, yeah.
Stakes are high,
The water's rough, but this love is ours.
This is another one to me too that could have fallen off the Fearless truck. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
I really like this song,
not
for sure, and I think it's sweet.
it's
It's definitely a
wrong.
sweet like end of album song.
Yeah.
after kind of ups and downs
It's
throughout
just
the
like
album.
so
It's a sweet
similar to
song.
mine, I feel like.
Extremely similar
Yeah.
to mine. Yeah.
And then the
Mine,
next one
ours.
is yeah,
I wonder
mine,
if she'll ever
ours,
do a song that's called like yours.
yours. Ooh,
Yours, mine, and ours.
Ooh, imagine it's just a
Imagine she
combo.
comes up with a song called Yours, and it's like all about like, okay, so mine is like you're the best thing that's ever been mine.
Yeah.
Ours is like this is ours. This love is ours.
Yours
What
is
if
like,
it's
I'm
like yours is like I'm yours? Yeah.
Ooh,
Has to be.
I
by
love
Travis. Can't wait.
I saw a TikTok.
I can't
of
wait
these-
for yours.
Yeah.
Taylor's version.
I can't wait. I saw
I
this
know.
TikTok of these girls like speculating on tracks for TS12, and
Yeah.
one of them said
course.
"trophy wife," and
I
was
saw
like,
that too. Those funny girls.
Yeah.
That one girl who's so hilarious.
"Yeah,"
on
I was like,
TikTok. I
"Oh,
can't
that's
think
a
of her name right now.
banger
It's a
title
great
name."
title
Yeah.
name. I kind of hope that she's watching and steals that. Because
Yeah,
that's a
totally.
really,
Imagine,
really
that'd be so
good one.
funny.
Be so good.
And then the next song is "If This Was a Movie." This track actually received some backlash because it's
Oh.
grammatically incorrect. It's supposed to be "If This Were a Movie."
I gotta tell you, if this were a movie, you said you referenced the song before, and I kind of didn't know what you were talking about,
This was
and I
a
still don't, by
movie,
the way.
you'd be here right now.
I don't know if I know it, and
Last
it's not on
night
Spotify,
my own heart beating. What? Yes,
or it's
it
not
is.
in the Taylor's version.
Oh yeah, it's not in the Taylor's version. Because
is there not a Taylor's version of
Rem-
it?
no. Remember when she released like a bunch of random songs? Like it was like
Oh, yeah,
Wildest
like Safe and
Dreams,
Sound.
something else, and then If This Was a Movie was one of them.
Oh, interesting.
I'm pretty
okay.
sure there's definitely a Taylor's version.
It's
of
not
it.
like in the Speak Now Taylor's version album list.
Oh, you know what? It's on Taylor's version, Fearless. Fearless Taylor's version. Yeah. So did we already
Well,
touch
no
on
wonder
it?
we must have.
Yeah, if
'Cause
this
I
was
don't know
it's
it.
on Taylor because she wrote it during the Fearless
it.
time, and
Got
she
it, got
felt
it.
like I remember
Right,
talking
and
about
she
she
said
felt
it
like
fit-
it
it fits
fits better. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say I felt like a bad Speak Now stan.
Yeah. I was looking at that too. I totally forgot about that, but yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Lyrically and thematically resembles her 2008 song Breathe. And the one song
Colby
on
Calais, right?
Yep. On the one song on the album to feature a co-written by Martin Johnson.
Oh, Martin Johnson.
Yeah, Martin.
Martin. Have you ever seen me like this, Martin? Don't answer that.
Is that Martin?
Parent Trap.
Yeah, yeah. And
She's got
then
the sunglasses and the cigarette and the curlers in her hair.
I need to rewatch
That movie is so good. Like, it's fantastic.
And then last song is there's no
Superman.
hidden lyrics for these songs, by the way. No
okay.
hidden things, but
Superman's another one.
Superman was the least
skip for me.
streamed song from Speak Now Taylor's version. She said during one of her performances, she said, "This is about, well, a guy as usual. This was a guy that I was sort of enamored with. This song got its title by something I just said randomly in conversation. When he walked out of the room, I turned to one of my friends and I said, it's like watching Superman fly away.
Ooh.
I watch Superman fly away. You've got to be with you someday.
I don't.
Busy day today."
This is not a song for me.
No.
This falls into the category of and actually I thought Superman, this song was on Red. But it's a song that at the beginning that I watch Superman fly away.
Yeah,
I sing it like
it's
that.
a little
there are a few
annoying.
songs where I sing like that
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
head, and I just don't like them. And,
Yeah.
and it's just, tall, dark Superman. He puts papers in his briefcase and drives away to save the world or go to work. It's the same thing to me. He's got his mother's eyes, his father's ambition. I wonder if he knows how much that I miss him.
Cute.
It's definitely sweet, but
It's not a very strong song.
no, it's just not my fave.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are Superman stands out there, but but no.
And then to jump into the vault tracks.
Vault track.
Electric Touch. Love this
one.
Yeah. All of these vault tracks, are they my favorite? No.
Oh yeah, so right, we should preface. Easily, well, we said
Like,
that.
I don't
no,
think I
these
listen-
are the weakest ones.
Yeah.
I think these are the weakest vault tracks.
I don't
because
think I
even
listened to-
Fearless had a couple. Has Mr. Perfectly Fine.
Yeah.
Has a couple of bangers. I would say out of these vault tracks, there are 5. Right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually.
Okay.
And I would say 3 of them, maybe 2, if I'm being real.
There's
I
6?
listen to. Yeah. There's Electric Touch, When Emma Falls in Love, I Can See You, Castles Crumbling, Foolish One, and Timeless.
Oh, Timeless. I always forgot about.
Yeah. And I would say out of all of these, the only ones I ever really listened to are I Can See You.
Yeah, I Can See You,
obviously,
yeah.
And then and Electric Touch and When Emma Falls in Love. But I Can See You and When Emma Falls in Love are the ones I really like. The other ones I just don't really know that well. And no shade to Haley Williams and stuff, but we can go down the list.
Yeah.
But
I
Electric Touch featuring Fall Out Boy.
Yep.
Everyone had really high hopes when this vault was coming out
Yeah.
for this because everybody loves Fall Out Boy. And the song is good. It's just not a song that I'm really, being like, ooh, I gotta listen to Electric Touch featuring Fall Out Boy.
It's a good banger. Like when
Yeah.
it comes on, I'm not gonna skip it. But yeah, I don't search for it when I'm listening to Taylor.
Same.
She performed with Fall Out Boy during the 2013 Victoria's Secret fashion show,
Which was awesome. That was a great performance
really.
between the
Is that
two
what
of
she
them.
did? The British?
She did. She sang
My
there. Some
songs
songs
know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, up.
Light 'em up. Yeah, and she
I'm
was
on fire. Yeah.
She was dressed up as like
The British
Union Jack.
Yeah, that was
outfit.
really,
Yeah.
really iconic.
Very cool.
And
performance.
Patrick Stump, the lead singer, also was a special guest during the Red tour.
Yep.
And she said the decision to feature Fall Out Boy was explained. She said, since Speak Now was all about my songwriting, I decided to go to the artists who I feel influenced me most powerfully as a lyricist at that time and ask them to sing on the album. She often mentioned Fall Out Boy having influence over her. She revealed to Zane Lowe that Pete Wentz and Lana Del Rey are her favorite lyricists. She said, I love Fall Out Boy so much. Their songwriting really influenced me. They take a phrase and they twist it. Loaded gun, complex, cock it and pull it. Loaded God, complex, cock it and pull it.
Some of the best.
Yeah.
The best lyrics.
She
of
said,
all
when I
time.
heard that, I was
God,
like, I'm
complex,
dreaming.
cock it and pull it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Generally speaking, and yeah, so everybody had high hopes. And again, not that this song is bad or anything. It's just it's
Not the strongest.
Not the strongest. Not my
Yeah,
number
for such a
one.
strong album,
Yeah.
the vault tracks just don't hold
They
up.
just don't hold up,
And that's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Next song is When Emma Falls in Love.
This song really, I was listening to this morning, and it made me really start crying. Like, it was, and I didn't expect it to. I think I'm just in a cry mood today, obviously, but I think
It's a really sweet song to like write about your friends.
Totally. And everyone, of course, Emma Stone is who it's like allegedly about.
Yeah.
And it's just a really sweet depiction of how someone is, and like talking about them in a really loving way, and also in a way like kind of like in wonderment. Like I feel like they, just the way that she talks about her is so kind. Like when Emma falls in love, I know that boy will never be the same because she's the kind of book that you can't put down. If Cleopatra grew up in a small town, all the bad boys would be good boys.
It's very complimentary. It's really cute.
Yeah. This part's funny, and this is a one I related to. When Emma falls in love, she disappears, and we all just laughed after seeing it all these years.
Yeah,
like, she's just, that's just Emma.
Classic,
typical classic, like stuff like that. I don't know. I think
people
it's
think that it's about Emma Roberts and Macaulay Culkin, Macaulay Culkin, or sorry, Emma Stone and Macaulay Culkin. Not Emma Roberts.
Could be. Yeah. This part too. That when Emma falls apart, it's when she's all alone. She takes on the pain and bears it on her own.
Oh,
cheers.
Yeah.
Sad.
Really good song.
But it has like an upbeat tune to it. Like it doesn't
like,
sound like a sad song.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the lyrics, it is pretty sad. It's pretty devastating. But I don't know.
Very observatory.
Totally. And I wonder how it would feel if a friend of mine wrote a song. Like, I think I'd be so touched. Like,
oh my God.
It'd be so,
a song like this? I would die.
Just talking about how, like, my temperament in like a... not like a love song, but also not like a, just like a really sweet song about how I am and how like
she may
I'm
not be perfect, but
she's
she's the best. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a really
very
sweet
nice
song. And just, and a great sound.
Yeah. And then next song is Castles Crumbling.
Outside, you're bumping?
It's probably a truck.
It's like
boom, boom,
the
boom.
bass is like, I can hear it in my ears.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
You? Yeah.
The next song is, it's I Can See You.
Yep.
We love this one. You wait against the wall with me, and I can see you up against the wall with me, and I what you do, baby, if you only knew that I can see. That I can see you.
Love it. Another one that unfortunately I can't think of without thinking of Taylor Lautner, Joey King.
No, I can't.
Music video.
I can't listen to it without thinking of I can fix him. No, really, I can't fix him, and I can fix him. No, really, I can't fix him. And
that was
what
when we
she did mash up, I Can Fix You, mashed up with
I Can See You.
I Can See You. I Can Fix Him.
Yeah,
I Can Fix Him. Yeah.
Which is hilarious. But this probably is my favorite vault track on Speak Now.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's the most
it's
poppin'.
Sexy.
It's a sexy song.
I wonder if it's about Jake Owen.
Could be,
because it's like we work together and like she's picturing him.
Yeah,
like,
it's very much like right. Yeah, you brush past me in the hallway and I don't think you can see you. Waiting for ages.
It's like her picturing like them hooking up, but like she's like we work together, so it's like
they kept watchful eyes on us. It's best if we move fast and keep quiet. You won't believe half the things I see inside my head. I can't. I'm so distracted by this bass.
Oh shit!
It's like rattling my bones. You don't feel that way?
I can hear it, but
it's like doom, doom,
I can hear it.
What the fuck?
Bass be rattling,
killing me.
Bass be rattling the chandelier.
Yeah.
Feeling like Gatsby for that whole year.
Yeah. Therein lies the issue.
Friends will try to diss you.
Get you on the phone and mind twist you. Soon, Reputation.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think this is a good sexy song, and yes, obviously, most famously, the music video is the
heist.
Taylor Lautner, the heist. It's got Joey King. It's got
that other chick. I forget her name. I know because she was in the Mean music video. Some OG Speak Now music video.
I never remember her name. And I feel bad about it, but. The three of them were in it, helping her with the heist. They're taking, they get Taylor out of the vault. They get her in the car, and they head towards like 1989.
Taylor's flipping
out. Yep. She's got the frame with her own picture in it and everything. And it's all exciting. Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good song.
Next song is Castles Crumbling with our love Hayley Williams.
Love.
Okay, so this is actually an interesting tidbit. Hayley Williams told to People, when Taylor asked me to feature on Speak Now, Taylor's version, she originally suggested another song. And I was honest with her that though the song may have been closer to what a casual Paramore fan would expect me to feature on, I didn't relate to that sound as much. She then, within minutes, sent me Castles Crumbling, and not only did it feel like more of a fit, I related to it lyrically on a deeper level. She respected my gut feelings and still pushed me to stay in it with her.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
I wonder what other song.
I know. I wonder.
Wow.
I think maybe it's "I Can See You" or
Maybe I Can See You, or even
"Electric Touch."
Electric Touch,
because
yeah.
those have more of like a
Electric
rock
Touch.
song, rock,
100%.
guitar.
Completely.
Yeah.
I Can
So
See
that was
You.
interesting.
I think a good case could be made for "I Can See You" because that could
like,
totally be a Paramore song.
Totally.
And I do think Haley Williams kind of has taken this departure away from like what's the song that they didn't want to sing because they thought it was like too, it was about like cheating.
Oh
or about,
yeah,
like, fuck
yeah.
you, I took your man.
I
or
never
whatever.
meant to. A Misery Business.
Misery Business, yeah, of course.
Which is like their most
duh,
iconic song. Yeah.
When I got it when I wanted now.
Wow, it was never my intention to brag. Steal it all away from you now. Boom, boom, boom. Because it feels so good. Cause I got it what I wanted now. And if I could, then you know you would. Cause God, it just feels so. Yeah, so I guess they kind of
So
like
good, yeah.
coincide a little bit with
good.
like the
I can see
slut
you.
shaming
Right.
lyrics
So like
and then
maybe
being
it's
like,
just, and if
shit,
she's
maybe we
saying like
shouldn't.
I didn't really identify with it, maybe she's like I just don't want that to be my whole thing.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
might be her. But Castles Crumbling is another good song, sweet song. They performed it together at Eras tour on the piano, right?
Yep. Castle Crumbling was their first collaboration, but Haley was a guest star on her 2011 Speak Now tour and also made an appearance in the Bad Blood music video.
Yep.
And also, like we said before, Haley is rumored to be the inspiration behind the song Speak Now.
Yep.
And Haley also said working with Taylor was really special because we've known each other for a really long time in different stages of our lives. We connected in the beginning when Paramore was just starting to break out and kind of become a popular band, and she had already been successful in the country music world, and she was kind of nearing her crossover moment, and it was very exciting. I was also very thankful to know someone that was my age that was in a similar position to me, and over the years, whether we've been in contact consistently or not, I've just always been really grateful to know that I'm not alone in it, which is
It's really
nice.
sweet, yeah.
So they kind of came up at the same time. They've been friends for a while. Paramore obviously is an opener now for the tour.
Yep.
So yeah, they just have, it seems like they have a really, really lovely friendship. And I love that type of friendship
too.
where you can, maybe not talk for a couple months or,
and you know that everything is
whatever.
you know that everything's
but
fine.
once you see him in
send a random
person,
text,
everything's going to be so normal.
100%.
Yeah, that's the best type of friendship.
You send a random text whenever you want, and they'll always answer. It's always like no worries at all. I do also like the title "Castles Crumbling" because it makes me think immediately of "Call It What You Want." My castles crumbled overnight. I brought a knife to a gunfight. It took the crown, but it's all right. Like that makes me think of that.
The song also reminds me of "Nothing New." It has a very similar
true.
I'm gonna I don't know if I'm gonna make it scared about the future of your career, the longevity of your career.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Red Vault tracks, does Red have the best vault tracks? I think we've declared that so already.
Yeah. No doubt.
Like by far, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do that.
1989's up there, but definitely. You can't.
Oh yeah, 1990 is totally
you
up
can't
there.
beat
But
All
Red
Too Well
is-
10-minute version,
no, you
Nothing
can't.
New, and I Bet You Think About Me.
Yeah, they're so good.
Because
like just too good.
1989 has Is It Over Now, which is such a good one, and
And also Slut.
Slut.
And Suburban Legends people love. And
I do like
Now That
Suburban
We Don't
Legends.
Talk.
Now That We Don't Talk. What's the Now That We Don't Talk is the one that I
yeah.
really like. And then what's the other one that kind of got lost in the sauce? It has like a similar vibe, and I really liked it when it first came out, but then I was like, sorry, Stay Don't Go.
Say Don't Go, which
That's
also
a pretty good
love.
one too. Why'd you have
lead
to?
me on?
Why'd you have to twist the knife, walk away and leave me bleeding, bleeding
Why'd you whisper
in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming, screaming. Say, don't go. I would wait forever if you say, don't go. Yeah, so they really
Great
go toe
songs.
in toe.
Yeah, they're
Maybe
good,
we'll
they're
have
good.
to do like a
We'll have to do like a
vault track
bracket?
draft.
Yeah.
We'll do a vault track draft will be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Love that one. Have we done all the No, we never did
No.
Reputation. Only when the new ones come out, right?
We haven't done
Only-
Reputation.
We haven't done Reputation.
We haven't done Evermore.
No. We did
we have-
Lover.
We've done Lover. We did Fearless. We did Speak Now. We did Red.
We did Folklore.
We did Folklore. We
think that's-
did
Did we do Midnights?
Lover. No, we didn't do Midnights.
Oh, good. So we still have Evermore,
we still have-
Midnights.
We still have a solid amount.
We have a solid amount
I
left.
have to remember
And
which
TTPD
ones.
obviously is
Yeah,
going to take
obviously.
years.
Oh no, we did TTPD draft.
Oh,
with
that's
fights.
right. Oh,
yeah.
that's right. I
But that
forgot.
we could do another one like
Wait.
6 months later, because we did it right after it came
That's
out.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Wow, totally forgot.
Yeah.
That whole time was a blur.
No, I know. So
so,
next
next
song,
is, yeah.
Foolish One.
Foolish One.
I actually really liked this song when it first came out because I was kind of in a Foolish One situation.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's just a little childish to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't gravitate towards it. I think because it has such an adolescent, vibe to
That's exactly
it.
how I feel about
Yeah.
it. If you ask me, sing this song right now, I don't think I could. Like,
All I know is the
haven't-
chorus. Foolish one, stop checking your
Your
mailbox for
mailbox and-
confessions
that's right.
of love that ain't ever gonna come.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
can take the long way.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't know how
Cute,
it starts.
again, right off the Fearless truck.
Yeah, it's
I
very
think,
fearless.
extremely.
Yeah.
And I agree, like when you're in a certain time in your life, whatever, you like that kind of song. But no, I haven't. I've maybe listened to it 3-4 times
Yeah.
total. Like,
Yeah.
and, just on like a shuffle situation for
Yeah.
Speak Now TV. So yeah, not my fave.
Yeah, not my fave
But I'm sure
either.
there are stands. I'm sure
Oh
there are
yeah,
major stands.
there definitely are.
People
Any
love
girl
Foolish
that's in
One.
like a unrequited love situation,
yep.
situationship, it's a banger for that for sure.
Totally applies.
And then the last song is Timeless. Probably again one of my least favorite songs.
Same,
on this
agreed. I'm
album.
pretty sure
Isn't this
Swiftie
Dave's
Dave
favorite?
loved this song. Yeah.
Dave loves the storyline. Like he
loves the
loves like
story
an
song.
actual story to
Yeah.
the song that you can follow, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very much the song
Basically, yeah.
"Crowded Street," 1944. You were going to the war. Blah blah blah.
If there's a date in it,
He
Dave
likes it.
likes
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Same with Suburban Legends. Was like I remember when we were talking about. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna love this
Yeah,
one because
yeah.
there's something about like high school gym in
Yeah,
1930
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, he'll love it, and it was his favorite one.
Yeah.
1944.
Yeah,
like,
it paints a great
It does
picture
paint a
for
good picture.
sure, and
Yeah.
it's a cute story behind it. Like this, our love is always gonna be timeless. Blah blah blah. But yeah, it never did it for me. Even with like the old timey theme with like World War II, whatever. It still feels young to me. Like it still feels
does.
very adolescent to me.
I think it's just the sound. Like the sound on a lot of these can make it seem that way. Also, what is like I wonder if Taylor like is fascinated with that like older time because isn't like I feel like the time
like
of maybe her grandparents.
Well, she was like fucking obsessed with the Kennedys.
Right, obsessed with the Kennedys, but then also too I think like I think about Marjorie, I think about Seven. Is Seven the one about her like grandpa? Epiphany.
Yeah.
That's like the 8th time I've done that exact mistake. Epiphany. Like, I feel like she likes to put herself in the mindset of like, generations before her. And I wonder where that fascination comes from. And I wonder what else she's like obsessed with in that time. I also feel like anybody I don't know if you feel this way too, but I know that any girl my age, for some reason, I think because we studied it so extensively in school, has like an obsession with learning about like the Holocaust and World War II and like all of that. I don't know why it is, but like it was just the most unbelievable like part of learning, and you start learning about it in like the 4th grade, so it kind of really sinks in. And so I know that like a lot of girls I know and everything are all very like interested in that. So I wonder if she had like a moment in time where she was like interested in the 40s and the 50s, like just wondering what's going on at that time historically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do feel like those times were like romanticized a little bit
To a certain extent.
like just like like the wife like cooks
Those
and
parts of
cleans,
it,
but like
yeah.
obviously the
Not like the
40s
war.
and 50s were fucked up.
Yeah.
People didn't have rights. Women couldn't vote. Like black people couldn't vote. Like
No, I don't think
it's
anybody could
fucked
vote at
up.
that time. Nobody could do anything.
So like in
And the
reality,
Holocaust was
you don't want to
happening.
go to a crowded street in 1944.
No, you absolutely do not.
No.
But that's why I think the like the feeling that she's trying to instill
it's
is
like this like
it's
nostalgia.
an older time.
Yeah, like
Well, she says, nostalgia is a mind trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it.
Yes.
Freezing in the palace.
so it's like
I
she
hate
like
it here.
uses these kind of storylines to kind of escape from reality.
1830s.
So maybe that's kind of
without all the
why
racists.
she's so obsessed with it. It's like
Yeah.
maybe back then things were simpler.
I think that's kind of what it is. Like you transport yourself to this time because it seems like you are missing these
Like there's no
simple,
phones,
right,
there's no
phones,
TV.
there's no
yeah.
things were easier. It's like you like somebody or you don't like somebody.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like or this kind of love is the kind of love that you that lasts forever.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
In this
like
day and age,
like, it's so hard to find a love like your grandparents had.
Right, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So these things always kind of get brought up, and I think that or I would say in her like newer work, I don't feel that nostalgia anymore. Like for those times, I think it's a juvenile thing. It's a juvenile thing to think about that and
and not
be wistful for those moments in
Yes.
time when like realistically they weren't that great.
Yeah, totally, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's Speak Now.
Oh.
I don't think I could ever say Speak Now without thinking about
No,
that.
me neither.
Red.
Yeah.
1989.
Speak now.
Yeah.
So good though. I love
So
when,
good.
I love that intro. The intro obviously gives me chills. The
I know.
Eras Tour intro and she says Speak Now.
Yeah.
It's fearless. It's been a long time coming. Now that I started, I can't stop. Big reputation. it's like
I'm
like
Taylor
fucking
Swift,
Tourette's.
and I was born in
1989.
I love that part. That part
So
always gives me
good.
chills.
I know. It's really sweet. Oh, I'm so excited, G. We're so close.
I
We're
know,
So close
it's
to going again.
crazy.
If it hasn't sunk in yet, because again, we still
We
haven't
still don't
gotten
have
our
tickets.
But I said
What
after
weekend
next
is
week
that?
I gotta do it. It's the 18th. It's like 17, 18,
Okay,
19, like that
yeah.
weekend. And we have a place. We like everything's sorted out except for like the actual thing. But I I've got ears to the ground, eyes to the ground on a potential date, and I think that after next week, after Survivor is done filming, regardless, we'll have to figure it out. Like I'll just get
because it'll be too close. Like we have to.
It's too close. We gotta get it. I would have gotten them weeks ago if we weren't on waiting on Swifty Dave. So I don't know what he's all over the place. He's hard to pin down. So so
hopefully
very
we
excited.
can see her one more
We're
time.
gonna see her one more time. We'll do a little vloggy vlog again. Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
Hang
definitely.
out, outfits, the works. I've got like a half outfit that may be a stretch. The outfits that I had originally wanted, I've kind of abandoned because I'm starting to see people do them, and I don't like when once I start seeing people do them.
You don't want to be
Like,
copied.
it was Torture to Poets department, and it was like the jacket with the coattails and the cute whatever. But I've seen how people do it, and I can't find the right like jacket, and so I've abandoned it entirely. But I have another like kind of outfit that is from the Look What You Made Me Do music video, and that's all I'll say.
Love. Okay.
That's
Oh,
all
I know
I'll
what
say.
you. Okay, slay. I gotta think about what I'd want to do. I did Mirror Ball folklore, and then I kind of did like Fearless Midnight's vibe for Paris.
That dress was so cute.
I don't.
It was so perfect.
Yeah, I think I want to do some for Miami. I think I will actually do some, maybe like a funny graphic tee and like a jean skirt or something, like a
cutie
Taylor
little-
Swift graphic tee. You know?
Yeah, like OG Taylor.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
like a
yeah.
cowgirl hat, like
Something
cool
like that
vibes.
would be
yeah,
cute.
that'd be really cute.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
we'll
I'll
see
go
how it
out, but
goes.
I'm not gonna go like full. I mean,
Yeah.
color wise, yes, but like otherwise, I'm not gonna be like
Yeah.
nothing will top Paris. I think Paris was like my best.
Those were really good outfits
Those
by
were
us.
really good
Yeah.
outfits by us.
Yeah.
So it's hard. But yeah, so that's that. Speak Now is will
Top
will
tier
forever-
album. Forever will be
Forever will be our
cemented as
favorite.
one of the best Taylor Swift albums, one of the
So
best
good.
albums, all self-written. I
Yep.
mean,
You know what I wanted
just
to say
cements her as
about
an
her,
icon.
when she redid the cover. The same girl that does her hair and everything now did her hair for like the Speak Now cover and everything. Like she
Like the
has it
OG
up.
cover?
No,
Or-
the new
oh,
Taylor's
okay,
version
okay.
now. I don't know about the original.
Yeah, I
I was
doubt-
looking on her Instagram and I saw the new cover. on
Cute.
there, and so I was like, that's sweet. And I think that she did a really good job re-recording those songs, especially because people were kind of being like, they sound different, her voice is different, whatever. Speaking as someone who really, really loved that album, and like, listened to it like gospel. And so I could like pick apart the tiny differences, but barely. And I think she did a really good job. And I think that, who cares?
Yeah,
So,
who cares? Yeah. There's little tidbits, I think, like the lyric change and
lyric changes
the
and
shaky
stuff,
breath
obviously.
and Last Kiss. But like, at the
Totally,
end of the day, like if you played me mine, Taylor's version versus mine, the OG
I'd still
stolen
sing it.
version, it's still I'd still sing
singing
it.
it just as loud.
Exactly.
So it's fabulous.
Exactly.
But
So-
all right, we hope that you guys enjoyed this deep dive into Speak Now. We will see you again next Tuesday.
Yes.
If I'm not a corpse.
Yeah, hopefully if
At
Kelly's
that
alive.
time, I'll be alive, but who knows what kind of mental
Mentally
state I'll be
alive.
in.
Yeah,
who knows
yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of mental state I'll be
Yeah.
in. We're all excited about it though. Oh, and we'll also be we're recording this before Fran's wedding as well.
Yes.
So that she'll be a married woman by then.
Yeah, it's
Which is
crazy.
exciting.
Yeah,
And I was gonna say, keep an eye out for our stuff, but you'll have already seen it by now from the weekend.
Yeah, we'll be
And,
posting for sure.
having a good time.
Yep.
And lots of exciting things going into the fall. So,
Totally.
So we're pumped up and looking forward to chatting with you guys and hearing what you thought about our breakdown.
Love you guys.
Love you.